Join the conversation on the Citi Breakfast Show on Facebook at facebook.com/Citi97.3, Twitter at twitter.com/Citi973, and Instagram at instagram.com/Citi973 with the hashtag CitiCBS.
Unleashing the power of relevant radio. This is Citi 97.3.
Getting into the news review shortly. It's back and it's bigger. Fidelity Bank's Boom Reloaded promo is here to reward your savings with life-changing cash prizes. Just deposit and maintain 500 Ghana cedis or more in your Fidelity account. You could win up to 100,000 Ghana cedis in our grand draw. Every 500 Ghana cedi deposit grows makes you stand a chance of winning 5,000 Ghana cedi in monthly draws. So if you don't have an account yet, open one, save smart, earn points, and win big. Fidelity Bank is here for your journey. Sika Boom style. This promo is on NLA's Caritas Lottery platform. T's and C's apply. 36 after 6 and Richard De La Sky is here.
Hey, my man.
Together with Godfred Akotoba for
hello.
Gentlemen.
How many of these styles do you have?
Oh, just a couple.
How many is a couple?
It's just
I've
a
seen
few.
more than 4 of this, so it can't be a couple.
Oh, just a couple.
Usually it's 2, right?
No.
How many colors? I've seen green, I've seen blue, I've seen black.
Yes.
There's a yellow something there.
No, the gentleman is innovating.
No,
that's
that is not the issue.
He's doing a lot of innovation.
It is you we are asking. It is you. How many of these styles do you have?
Don't do this to me. I have just quite a few basic colors.
So you ask for this is Ghana.
No, I am living the made in Ghana. I'm living this is Ghana.
Yeah, they produce it in Ghana, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I
the
see.
guy is solid. Opulent style. That's his name.
Yes, but they have to add the, ever symbols too. And then I'm sure there are some Ghana symbols that have to be added. All those symbols, we need to
You
do
know the
all
funny
those,
thing? Then they're playing some traditional drums and the symbol I saw on it was Jinyame. I said, what is the gas?
No, I'm sure there are Ghana symbols. If you go into it, you'll find some. Because there are ever symbols too.
Okay.
So let's emphasize all of these in very beautiful ways.
Yes, please.
I like it.
Yes, please.
There's Inchentia there, right?
And there's what?
It's okay.
Yes, just go to the news before you
what is the pronoun?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh no, there's one called Inchentia.
Inchinchim or what?
No, Inchentia.
Greetings.
No, like it's one of the symbols.
And it is here?
Yeah, no, I don't know.
I don't know what you're talking about.
But there's one known as
Inchentia.
Yes.
No, please.
This is not Ghana.
This is certainly not Ghana.
It's not Ghana.
First guy, withdraw before you are calling.
No, I'm not withdrawing. I may not have pronounced it properly.
Correct, but you know what you're talking about.
Inchentia.
Yes.
Okay. Caleb, how is the registration going? Are people?
Not bad at all. The number to call 0205-973-973. Bring all your innovations to This is Ghana. 6th to 7th September at the Fuwa Southern Children's Park. Let's show the best of Ghana to the rest of the world.
I am inviting solar people to This is Ghana. Just come and register. This morning when I was leaving the house.
Yes, your light is off. Oh my God.
Please, I need solutions.
Solar solutions.
Everybody who is in the solar business,
Bring
please,
your solution.
give them the number. I need to check what's happening.
0205-973-973. Just come, show your innovations to the rest of the world. We want to promote your business solutions, your products, your services made right here in Ghana. We want to put you on the map and on the globe from Ghana and beyond.
After that, let me give you made in Ghana
Stories.
so that we know that this is indeed Ghana.
Absolutely.
From the front page of the Daily Guide, we have the men to safeguard Akwetia by election. IGP. I saw a video yesterday of apparently the police simulating. I hope that wasn't the police.
It was
like a skit.
It was like a skit.
Have you seen the video?
I've not seen it. Why are you laughing at my men?
It cannot be the same.
No, they are my men. Your men.
No. We know they are strong people.
Even the skates, they do it better.
Hey, please, stop that.
They say we have them.
Yes, we have the men. I trust it.
Have you seen the video?
No, I've not seen it. I will take the trouble.
That video was
Okay. 8 arrested over violence. MPP demands action. 2 women remanded over TikTok assault on Mahama. There's a photo of a young lady called Abina Bragg. Look, who should be responsible in this country and stop misbehaving. Plans underway to tackle Kumasi flooding, according to the Works and Housing Minister. I'll give you details later.
Let me take you to the Chronicle. IFS digest economy. Mahama's big push under threat as capital expenditure fell short by 10.95 billion Ghana cedis from the programmed 18.06 billion Ghana cedis. Also on the front page this morning, government engages consultant to solve Kumasi flooding problems. This is according to the minister responsible for housing, Mr. Kenneth Gilbert J. Also on the front page, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo is here with a swag. Africa deserves good governance, Akufo-Addo quoted to say.
Let me take you to the front page of the New Republic. A high court slams KT Hammond with 60,000 Ghana cedi fine. But their big story is Shatawale caught in Yoko's web, likely to be charged for money laundering, tax evasion, identity fraud.
Let me take you to the National Enquirer. The big story says Mahama woos Japanese investors. Also on the front page, we're told that Ghana is open 24/7. Primpag elects new national executives after fiercely contested elections, and Jamestown installs new Queen Mother. Something here that says MPA to champion 24-hour economy in downstream petroleum.
Let me take you to the front page of the BNFT this morning. On inflation, producer price inflation slows to 3% in July. It's the lowest since November 2023. Big news here. Mining law set for major overhaul. I'm very excited to see that. And the Ghana Stock Exchange to close 2025 with 60% return.
Let me take you to the Daybreak newspaper, my life's newspaper for the morning. US donates $1 million women's body armor to the Ghana Armed Forces. Also, Ablekuma North rerun. Police arrest 8 for causing violence. The photograph of the IGP is here. And MPP lost 2024 polls due to poor communication. This is according to Dr. Osei Edu-Chum. And the Chief of Staff has inaugurated media board.
Right. Let me take you online very quickly. Channel1newsonline.com. Akwetia by election. Ex-appointees on security watch could be apprehended. This is Tanko Computer. He's also saying we'll hand NPP a heavy defeat. Shatawale detained by Yoko, and then NPP raises concerns over security ahead of Akwetia by-election. That's connected to that. Neglect of boys in education could fuel Galamsey social problems. We'll bring you more. Cocoa Board accuses Fifi Boafo of double standards over reassignment claims. NDC opens nominations for Tamale Central primaries. Police await AG's directive in journalist assault case. Cocoa Board dismisses claims of idle directors of full pay. Minerals Commission to rule out cooperative mining zones to curb Galamsey. And if you go to citynewsroom.com very quickly, Kennedy, Japan, helicopter tragedy is a wake-up call to end partisanship. And Ghana's Godwin as Sidiba wins the 2025 BBC Komla Dumo Award. Congratulations to him. Chief of Staff inaugurates. Chief of Staff inaugurates reconstituted media board from innovation to tradition. What awaits you at This Is Ghana 2025. Beautiful article there. UG warns against encroachment on Boteman lands. University of Ghana. Some people are trying to encroach the lands of the university around Boteman, and it's given out a very stern warning to those who are in the process or those who are thinking about it. They will grab you. Pokwasi Nsawam Road works to be completed on schedule. This is the Roads Ministry, and Africa is the next frontier for investment. This is President John Mahama. BOG assures importers of steady supply of forex. And the Public Accounts Committee orders arrest of absconded Energy Ministry geologist over bond breach. Interesting story. If you go to the High Street Journal, very quickly. Ghana records lowest producer inflation since 2023, yet July sees fresh price uptick on M basis, month-on-month basis. Ghana showcases robust tax incentives, investment guarantees to attract Japanese businesses, and Ghana's weak cotton sector undermining textile growth and affordable housing. If you go to my joy, Mahama coaches T-Card IX session calls for reforms to attract investments. Assaulting health workers cannot replace justice. This is Professor Bayo warning. The story of Shatawale's arrest is here as well. Ghanaian cocoa farmers receive highest farm gate price in West Africa. This is Cocoa Board speaking. If you go to the BBC, Palestinians flee Gaza City district as Israel says first stages of assault have begun. China's Xi touts unity and development in surprise Tibet visit. And then also Israel says it has begun first stages of offensive on Gaza City. That's CNN.
Okay, so let me update you on the situation with the arrest of people connected to the alleged violence or the violence that went on during the Ablekuma North limited rerun of the polls there. Page 3 of the Daybreak newspaper has that story, and it says the Inspector General of Police, Christian Tete Yuhunu, has confirmed that 8 individuals have been arrested in connection with assault recorded during the recently held Ablekuma North constituency rerun elections. Now, speaking at a meeting between the leadership of the Ghana Police Service and the Ghana Journalists Association, GJA, in Accra on Wednesday, August 20, 2025, IGP Yohunu disclosed that the arrests were made by the Greater Accra Regional Police Command. Now, he added that the suspects are being processed for prosecution in the courts. There's a quote here that says the Accra Regional Commander, as of yesterday, said he had 8 suspects. 8 suspects have been arrested. They are being processed. And from the advice I had from the Regional Commander, tomorrow or Friday, they will be put before the court.
Linked to that is a story on page 6 of the Daily Guide. We have the men to safeguard Akwetiaba election. This is coming from the IGP, Mr. Christian Tetoyonu. It's assured that the forthcoming Akwetiaba election will be conducted in a violence-free manner, urging electorate not to panic. Right. Speaking during a press conference in Accra, the leadership of the Ghana Journalists Association, IGP Tetoyonu said a total of 600 police personnel representing the first batch have been deployed to the community to lay the grounds for a peaceful election.
The IGP also says that journalists will be protected during the Akwetiaba election. Quote, no police officer will attack you. It is our duty to protect you because without you, nobody will see what's happening. We'll make sure that we will protect you.
Still talking about security institutions. If you remain on page 3 of the Daybreak newspaper, we're told that the United States government has donated women's body armor valued at $1 million to the Republic of Ghana's Ghana Armed Forces, underscoring its commitment to advancing women's participation in peacekeeping missions.
Let me take you to page 3 of the BNFT. They have a very important story. Mining law set for major overhaul. The country is set to overhaul its 2-decade-old mining law in the most sweeping reforms to the sector in 20 years, scrapping development agreements, capping mining leases at 15 years, and making community development packs compulsory, among others. Now, this is announced by the CEO of the Minerals Commission, Martin AEC. Under the proposed amendments, it disclosed that a prospecting license will be issued for an initial 3 years and may be renewed twice, with each renewal not exceeding 3 years, bringing the total maximum term to 9 years. Mr. AEC said the cap is to curb abuses under the current regime, wherein indefinite renewals are permitted under Act 703. Another central reform is abolition of development agreements, which also go by other names such as minerals agreements, mining agreements, investment agreements, among others. And he says these agreements tend to favor companies rather than the state.
Let me take you to the Chronicle. There's a story here talking about Mohammed's big push. The story is by Jennifer Ambole. Details on page 3 of the newspaper. And she says that the Institute of Fiscal Studies says the government's much-touted big push infrastructure agenda has been rendered inconsequential due to severe fiscal challenges that derailed capital spending in the first half of 2025. Presenting the think tank's assessment of the 2025 mid-year fiscal policy review in Accra on Wednesday, August 20, 2025, Senior Research Fellow Mr. Leslie Dwight Mensah revealed that while Ghana's macroeconomic environment showed signs of recovery, underlying physical realities painted a more troubling picture. Now, there's a quote here that says, contrary to the minister's cheerful remarks on revenue performance, revenue collection did not meet expectations in the first half of the year. The IFS observed, pointing to a shortfall of some 3.24 billion Ghana cedis.
And Ghana is showcasing robust tax incentives, investment guarantees to attract Japanese businesses. Isaac Kofi Maui writes for the High Street Journal. Ghana has outlined a wide range of tax incentives and constitutional guarantees to attract Japanese investors, positioning itself as a competitive gateway to Africa's vast consumer and industrial markets. Presentation was delivered by Simon Maji, Chief Executive Officer of the Ghana Investment Promotion Center, GIPC, at the Presidential Business Forum in Yokohama on the sidelines of the TICAD9. Maji highlighted Ghana's investor-friendly framework, pointing to generous tax exemptions across sectors. Cocoa farming income, he noted, is fully tax exempt, while agribusiness ventures, including agro-processing and cash crops, attracts a corporate tax rate of just 1% for the first 5 years.
And if you process the things, you must take them out of the Republic. There's some development regarding the Tarkoradi port. The Enquirer says this morning on page 5 that in a significant development for logistics and trade infrastructure of Ghana's western region, a consortium of local investors has taken ownership of the Tarkotel off-dock container terminal. This shift in ownership marks the new beginning of an era of growth and innovation expected to transform the region's supply chain and support services in the coming years. Now, originally developed by Ibistec, a Ghanaian company, with financial backing from Cal Bank, a prominent indigenous bank, the terminal has changed hands due to Ibistec's inability to meet its financial obligations due to the bank.
Let me give you two stories from the New Republic. They have a Shatawale story that he's caught in Yoko's web, according to the details on page 2 of the paper. This unfolded yesterday, August 20, and Shata remains firmly in the spotlight, undergoing intense interrogation. Insiders familiar with the situation have disclosed that the musician faces serious allegations of harboring illicit gains linked to the high-profile seizure of a Lamborghini Urus just weeks prior. So you can get the details there. Also on page 13 of the same newspaper, FDA employees leaving due to low pay. The Chief Executive Officer of the Food and Drugs Authority, Professor Kwabena Frimpong Manso Opuni, has stated that the authority staff are amongst the lowest paid in the nation, cautioning that inadequate pay is causing many skilled professionals to leave. During the FDA's 2024 annual stakeholder meeting on Wednesday, themed improving productivity and efficiency through digitalization and staff commitment, Professor Opuni disclosed that over 67 employees have resigned in the last 5 years due to unsatisfactory working conditions. Quote, last year around 48 left for better paying positions in well-funded organizations.
Yes, so talking about organized crime, you read the story much earlier connected to that. If you go to page 10 of the Enquirer, there's an interesting and beautiful article by Victoria Norte, which says Ghana's fraud boys, a cycle of crime, poverty and survival. She's a student journalist, and she says somewhere in there that to legitimize the activities, many fraudsters justify the actions by pointing to slavery and colonial exploitation, arguing that they were only reclaiming what had once been stolen from Africa. This is often one of the arguments made by these boys in that space, but it cannot be justified. In the meantime, though, I want to also draw your attention quickly to a story on page 5. Mother burns 11-year-old with hot iron over lost pen. Now, the story says a 25-year-old woman has been remanded into prison custody by the circuit court in Ho for allegedly burning her 11-year-old son with a hot pressing iron after he misplaced a pen. Can you imagine? Now, according to the prosecution, the accused became furious after discovering that the boy had lost his pen. Now, in an attempt to punish him, she allegedly pressed a hot iron onto his skin, causing deep burns on his back and arms. Now, neighbors who heard the child's cries rushed to the scene and rescued him. And the DOFSU is dealing with this matter. It is important that this woman is punished to the fullest extent of the law. This cannot be acceptable.
Yes. And let me take you now to the University of Ghana, warning against encroachment on its Boteman lands. Letitia says, writing for citynewsroom.com, that the University of Ghana has issued a strong warning to individuals and groups encroaching on its legally acquired lands at Boteman in the Greater Accra region, stressing that any unauthorized occupation or development on the property constitutes a criminal offense. Now, in a public notice issued on August 20, the university said it remains the rightful owner of the lands, holding a valid title and documentation covering the entire stretch at Boteman. It cautioned that any unauthorized entry, sale, construction, allocation, or other activities on the land amount to criminal trespass and encroachment, and persons will be dealt with according to the law.
Let me just give you a story before you go international. On page 6 of the Daily Guide, the Minister for Works and Housing and Water Resources, Kenneth Gilbert Ejay, has announced that the government has taken decisive action to tackle the perennial flooding challenges in Kumasi. He was speaking at a stakeholder workshop. Quote, we are taking decisive steps to provide long-term solutions. According to him, they have engaged 2 international consultative firms, Deltares from the Netherlands and INES from Spain, to conduct technical studies that will inform the design of a comprehensive flood mitigation project for Kumasi and its surrounding areas. Deltares will undertake a basin-wide study of the Riri, Sisa, and Abuabo main catchment areas contributing to flooding in the metropolis. The study will focus on identifying the root causes of flooding and proposing early-stage solutions as a first step. INES will conduct an in-depth flood vulnerability assessment in Asawasi and Abuabo, 2 communities highly prone to both flooding and poverty. This assessment will recommend targeted mitigation measures to protect residents. My only issue, particularly with the second one, is the Regional Institute for Population Studies has done so much work
But nothing is
on flood vulnerability assessments.
Maybe now.
You don't even need INES for this. You don't need to bring somebody from abroad to come and do this. There is so much work, both by KNUST, Planning and Urban Planning Department, by RIPS on this. Like, in fact, I have seen so much work on this. Of the almost 10-15 years of research that has been done by these universities.
Second opinion, maybe.
I just feel that the capacity to make these assessments are here.
Okay.
I fairly do not think this should have gone abroad, honestly.
Quickly, though, let me tell you about a story on page 5 of the Chronicle. It says Dunkwahine once contracted sanction for shoddy job. Daniel Pius Freku reports from Dunkwa on a thing that the Okofrubo Obeng Nyako III, Okofrubo, yes, the chief of Dunkwanofen, has advised the government to prioritize road networks across the country. This, he said, would improve upon the socio-economic development of the country. Now, he is particularly not happy about the very bad nature of some of the roads, and is saying that people responsible for constructing these roads should be punished. And talking about the SME sector, we're told that Ghana's SMEs face more volatile borrowing costs if we want to promote made in Ghana, and therefore this is Ghana.
Just a quick one, which is a good win for journalism in Ghana. Ghana's Godwin Asidiba wins 2025 BBC Komla Dumo Award. Ghanaian journalist Godwin Asidiba has won the 2025 BBC News Komla Dumo Award. Investigative reporter, filmmaker, news anchor who is the 10th recipient of the accolade, works with TV3 and 3FM. His stories have also appeared on several international broadcasts. So congratulations to Godwin. It's a win for Ghanaian journalism as well.
I think it's the second from the TV3 network.
This will be back to back in the year. For a while, Ghanaians have been shading Ghanaians.
Yes, now we are
journalists that will not be winning the team song. It's back to back. Congratulations. That was a news review.
Fidelity Bank say save and win. Muntio, Sika boom. Just deposit and begin. Every 500 CDs you keep for a month, you get 1 point all at once. More deposits, gets more points in. More points, more cash you feel win. How many points? 1 point every 500 CD. Citi.
Don't wait. Visit any Fidelity branch or agent nationwide to deposit in multiples of 500 CDs. The more you deposit, the better your chances to win 5,000 CDs monthly and 100,000 CDs in the grand draw. Terms and conditions apply. Win with us. Fidelity Bank, believe with us.
Sikaboom.
This is an NLA approved promo, now running on the Caritas Lottery platform.
Oh, jump on now. Go. Google me. At what time will you come back where I don't hear the sound of your car? Why you buy new car? No, I don't change my car. It be the same, right? It be the fuel way I change. Way one shouts it. Ever since I started using the all-new Excellium Premium Fuel, fortified with 3-in-1 action. Oh, Joe, now my car they run like electric car. No, it's so. This is the type of fuel where they want to. Cause now engine they cost. Where they want for way if I buy it, it go protect my engine. And with the small way I buy, I go drive, sir. Absolutely. It's like strapping a turbocharger to your engine and giving it a protector. And what they bust my mind says be the 3-in-1 action, no? Excellium they prevent up to 99% of deposit. It be anti-wear, some be anti-corrosion. Won't pay when I open there. Hey, so where can I find this magical fuel? Just head over to any Total Energy service station and your car will thank you. Hey, then make a finish my gobe fast, then rush go Total Energies. My friend, but why you hand my gobe inside? I give you info. Make a fill the gobe too small. Go. Excellium is designed to protect your car engine, decrease fuel consumption, and lower CO2 emissions. Don't say fuel, say Excellium. Choose Excellium, choose quality.
This is the City Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation.
Neil Atelate is here with the City Business News brought to you by MT and EcoBank. Jumping into it. Good morning, Neil.
Good morning, Caleb. Welcome to Thursday morning. This is 97.3 Citi FM, and this is the breakfast edition of City Business News. The bulletin is brought to you by MTN and EcoBank. Coming up, commercial banks directed to suspend over-the-counter forex withdrawals to free up more dollars to ease cost of doing business. Also, Ghana on the brink of its record 18th IMF bailout if policymakers fail to fix structural weaknesses in the economy. Much later, industry players propose a rethink of pricing strategies as July producer price inflation slows to a significant 3.8%. I am Neil Atelate with the details. Now, commercial banks have been directed to suspend over-the-counter foreign exchange withdrawals as part of heightened measures to stabilize the forex market and safeguard supply for importers and exporters. Sources tell City Business News that this is part of effort to clean up the financial sector and ease pressure on the country's foreign reserves. Daniel Udru-Mensah has more in the following report.
The central bank's move follows a high-level meeting between Governor Dr. Johnson Esiama and the Importers and Exporters Association of Ghana amid mounting complaints of forex shortages at commercial banks, a situation that have driven many traders to the black market at crippling rates. During the meeting, the association flagged concerns over bank deductions on forex transactions and called for a review of the $10,000 withdrawal cap, which it described as a major obstacle for genuine importers. In response, the Bank of Ghana revealed that a committee is currently reviewing the Foreign Exchange Act and related policies to fix challenges in the forex market. The association, while commending the central bank for stabilizing the cedi and improving Ghana's macroeconomic outlook, also appealed for further interventions to ease the burden on businesses.
Daniel Udru-Mensah starting us off with that Business Desk report this morning. Let me now take you to the forex market, where the dollar is trading at 11 cedis 85 pesos. The British pound could be retailed to you at 15 cedis 90 pesos. That of the euro at 13 cedis 80 pesos. And these are rates from forex bureaus and not the Bank of Ghana's interbank rates. Now, the Institute of Economic Affairs, that's IEA, is cautioning that Ghana could be forced back to the International Monetary Fund, IMF, for an 18th bailout if policymakers fail to address the deep structural weaknesses undermining the economy. Board chairman of the IEA, Dr. Charles Mensah, stresses that unless bold and pragmatic measures are rolled out, the country's fiscal vulnerabilities will persist, leaving it dependent on repeated external interventions. Speaking on the sidelines of a roundtable discussion on the mining regime in Ghana, Dr. Mensah urged the government to leverage natural resource wealth, strengthen domestic revenue mobilization, and build resilience to avoid yet another IMF program.
Now, for the record, we have been to the IMF about 17 times asking for a bailout. In other words, we've gone bankrupt about 17 times. And here we are, we have a huge mining industry. We produce gold. We are told Ghana is the largest gold producing country, one of the largest, maybe the second in Africa. Yet, with all these natural resources, we keep going bankrupt. Why is that? Now, it is because we have no control over our natural resources. Our natural resources have all been given out to foreign companies who ship out the resources, and the revenues that are accrued to these resources are all banked outside. If we don't own our resources, we will continue operating under this same model, and very soon we'll go to the IMF again for the 18th time.
That was the board chairman of the Institute of Economic Affairs, Dr. Charles Mensah. The Ghana Statistical Service is urging businesses to adopt smarter pricing strategies and renegotiate costs as producer price inflation continues to decline. The rate for July 2025 stood at 3.8%, signaling sustained easing in import costs. But while falling prices offer relief, they also pose challenges for firms grappling with tight margins and shifting consumer demand. It is on the back of this that the Greater Accra Regional Chairman of the Association of Ghana Industries, Chona Mapelo, tells Citi Business News that companies must look beyond price adjustments and focus on innovation and efficiency to stay competitive.
What is important for us is to make sure that the drop of the inflationary rate situation is reflected in the market. So, for example, if we are going to procure raw materials, we are happy to see how this would reduce the price of raw materials. Because once we are able to achieve that, then it's also easier for us to be able to have reduced prices for our products in the market so that we can remain very competitive. Because as it is now, it's a bit difficult, especially that we have to compete against the products that are being imported to the country. And so local manufacturing is always looking for ways and means to ensure that we have a reduced price for our raw materials. So for us, this is a welcome news. We commend the government highly for this effort.
Chona Mapelo is Greater Accra Regional Chairman of the Association of Ghana Industries. The Institute for Fiscal Studies is questioning the government's lack of transparency in the recapitalization of state-owned National Investment Bank, highlighting inconsistencies in the fiscal data presented in the 2025 mid-year budget review. According to the Institute, while the government disclosed a 450 million cedi cash injection into NIB, it failed to capture an additional 1.95 billion Ghana cedis in commitments, despite the full support package amounting to 2.45 billion Ghana cedis. Daniel Udru Mensah has more in the following report.
The Institute argued that the development puts Ghana's fiscal data at odds with commitment-based accounting standards, casting doubt on the transparency of the country's budget performance.
Ensure that fiscal support to the financial sector is fully and transparently recognized in the fiscal accounts. In accordance with the commitment-based fiscal reporting framework, the government should report all expenditures related to the NIB recapitalization in the fiscal accounts. Any future support to the financial sector should likewise be recognized in the fiscal accounts to give a complete picture of the fiscal position. Ensuring that such interventions are properly reported will bring to light their impacts on fiscal sustainability. This will enable the government to take these impacts into consideration when determining its fiscal space and priorities.
The IFS further urged the government to resist the temptation of returning to the international bond market as a response to the prevailing difficult fiscal conditions.
A return to the international bond market is not a sustainable solution to the revenue and financing challenges the government is facing. Resuming such borrowing will cause the already high debt level to sharply worsen, causing debt service costs to increase rapidly, as happened in the past. This will risk the country returning to another debt crisis. The government should instead prioritize improving revenue mobilization, focusing on the extractive sector.
You heard economist and senior research fellow with the Institute for Fiscal Studies, Leslie Mensah, ending that report filed by my colleague Daniel Udru Mensah. Now, President John Dramani Mahama has called on African leaders to undertake hard but necessary reforms to make the continent an attractive destination for investments. President Mahama made a call on Thursday when he co-chaired the second session on the theme Economy Co-Create Innovative Solutions with Africa at the 9th Tokyo International Conference on African Development in Japan. He said silencing the guns, ending conflict, reforming economies to make them stable and predictable, and ensuring accountability, corruption-free governance were crucial to unlocking Africa's potential.
The recent round of tariffs and retaliatory tariffs have spooked world trade and the global economy. The full effects of these trade wars will have ripple effects on global growth and prosperity for years to come. We must form a coalition of the willing to create alternative markets for sustainable global growth. Africa is open for business and is the next frontier for trade and investment, with a population of 1.4 billion people and a fast-growing middle class. Africa has the potential, with the African Continental Free Trade Area, to become a significant player in the global economy. While partnerships such as what we are forging here in TICA 9 are important, a lot of responsibility rests on the shoulders of African leaders.
President John Dramani Mahama ending the breakfast edition of Citi Business News here on 97.3 Citi FM, brought to you by MTN and EcoBank. You have to visit citinewsroom.com/business for more on our top stories. I am Ni Latte Latte. Do have a good business day.
If you know these sounds, you didn't just live through the 90s. You lived the experience. Back then, connection took minutes. Today, it takes a blink. You express yourself with memes. You hold video calls across continents. You say hey to an AI who responds,
"Hello, Kwame."
You order rides, dinner, and dreams all from the palm of your hand. A lot has changed, so have we. For over 3 decades, EcoBank has evolved with you, leading digital banking in Ghana and across 33 African countries, pioneering solutions built around how you live, move, and dream today. From our express points to EcoBank Pay, online banking, and the mobile app, we are where you are. Here for today, ready for tomorrow. Now, that's change, powered by EcoBank.
EcoBank, a better way to bank your way. EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank.
Momo. It has made life happen in lots of good ways.
Mr. Kwanzaa, Mensah insurance claim no.
It has put together beautiful weddings. It has filled the bellies of boys at their favorite watchy joint.
My guy, stop. Who they chop cancel these days?
It has made millions of businesses possible.
Mensah no. We are back in business.
With just a few taps, money moves faster, easier, and safer. Momo understands the weight of your trust in us. We continuously enhance security with features like self-paying reset to help you protect your money. Momo will only call you with 0244 300,000. No MTN or Momo staff will call or ask for your PIN or one-time password. Do not transfer funds to anyone whose identity you have not verified. Do not approve any prompts you have not initiated. Momo, still Munsaka.
Join the conversation on the Citi Breakfast Show on Facebook at facebook.com/Citi97.3, Twitter at twitter.com/Citi973, and Instagram at instagram.com/Citi973 with the hashtag CitiCBS.
The Citi Breakfast Show. Rise above the noise.
14 after 7, and isn't it amazing how the world is ever changing and evolving? It's fascinating to think about what the next big thing could be. Today is AI, who knows what it could be tomorrow. Now, over the last decades, 3 to be specific, EcoBank has pioneered a range of digital-first banking solutions designed for the way we live today, catching up with the advancements from the mobile app, EcoBank Pay, Express Points across the country. In fact, we've been leading with innovation. EcoBank is right here for you. EcoBank is the Pan-African bank. Now, have you guys heard the latest from MTN? If not, then listen. For those of you who love MTN Free After One, prepare for the upgraded experience that is MTN Free After One Extra. Now, let me tell you what the extra is all about. With MTN Free Extra After One, you can talk for 1 whole hour uninterrupted while paying for only the first minute of every 10 minutes you talk, which means for every 10 minutes you talk within the hour, you only pay for the first minute, and you get to talk for 60 minutes straight with no interruptions. You like what you hear? Well, as if that's not enough, you also get 100 megabytes of data for free after your first call on Saturday. So you see, now's the time to talk extra with all the people you love. Subscribe to MTN Free After One Extra today. Just dial star 550 hash, star 550 hash, follow the prompts, and you're good to go. We'll bring you kickoff shortly. All you need to know in the world of sports is on kickoff this morning, brought to you by Shell, Lesheho, and Polytank. Do you want your engine to fuel today? How do you want your engine to fuel today? Confident, protected, ready to perform. If so, let's talk about Shell V-Power. Shell V-Power, a Dynaflex technology is specially formulated to clean and protect your engine, giving it that boost it needs. It's designed to remove performance-robbing deposits so that your engine performs at its best. So fill up with Shell V-Power at a Shell service station near you. Feel performance, feel confidence, feel protection over and over again. Feel the feeling with Shell V-Power. Shell, go well. You deserve financial peace, you know. Lesheho is here to give you just that. Life comes with financial challenges, but with Lesheho, you don't have to face them alone. Whether it's education, rent, unexpected expense, we've got the right loan to meet your needs at the right time. Simply call or WhatsApp Nana on 02700 4799. Lesheho, let's improve life. And when it comes to water storage tanks in Ghana, the name we all know is Polytank. It's been with us for over 3 decades, trusted by generations. So make no mistakes, always choose Polytank for guaranteed quality. It's available at the same price across the country at Polytank partner shops. No matter the size, durability is always assured. Polytank is the original Papado Ankasa with no request for Momo payments online. Edwin Kwalkov is here with Kickoff.
It's Thursday morning. Welcome to Kickoff on the Citi Breakfast Show. Kickoff is powered by Shell. Shell, go well. Polytangana, Lesheho, let's improve life. Well, the Gala Top 4 is underway. BBNE Gold Stars, they stand Kumasi Asante Kotoko 2-1. Yesterday at the Legon Stadium. Both sides who will represent Ghana in next season's CAF Inter-Club competitions have approached the tournament with intensity as they fine-tune preparations for the Continental Challenge ahead. Gabi Ofe has more in this report.
So Henry Antu over the free kick duties for Kotoko in his own half. He rolls one down to Kojo, set. Back to Henry Antu. Whoa! It's a goal! What a howler!
Kotoko fans will be livid after that atrocious back pass gifted BBNE Gold Stars their second and decisive goal, handing the Premier League champions their first 3 points of the Gala tournament at the University of Ghana Sports Stadium. The defensive blunder stunned everyone, including Kotoko head coach Abdul Karim Zito, who is aiming to secure a third title with the Porcupines after guiding them to victories in the MTN FA Cup and the President's Cup. Kotoko had earlier taken the lead through striker Albert Amwa in the 16th minute, and with their Tigers overwhelming favourites, many expected them to cruise to victory in the opening match. However, after missing several big chances, they were punished when a misplaced back pass from Ansu beat goalkeeper Mohamed Kamara to find its way into the net. The FA Cup winners will now turn their attention to upcoming fixtures against Pando Heart of Lions and Accra Heart of Oak on August 22 and 24 respectively. Despite the opening day setback, Kotoko remain tipped as strong contenders to win the Gala Top 4 tournament and secure a third title under Abdul Karim Zito.
Right now, there, you can't see. What of the top 4 tournament itself? Oh, top 4 tournament. Oh, me, I'm expecting Kotoko to win because of they travel to South Africa. That experience there must give them some edge. You know, if you go win trophy where you come, you go bring with confidence. So I'm expecting Kotoko to actually win the tournament.
The tournament will observe a break on Thursday, August 21, before resuming on Friday, August 22, with Bibiani Gold Stars set to face Accra Heart of Oak, while Pando Heart of Lions go up against Kumasi Asante Kotoko.
A report on the Galka Top 4 by my colleague Gabi Ofe. Now, speaking after yesterday's game, BBN Gold Stars head coach Frimpong Manso says winning the game will motivate his team ahead of their African campaign.
Well, I think it's been good for us in terms of motivation because our players, I think it will motivate them in this tournament. Because a team like Kotoko and you are playing it as the first game, for me, I think that alone puts a lot of pressure on players. But once they've been able to deal with it, I think going forward they will do better in the next 2 games. The games will be tough games, and I think we like it that way because it will help us in our African campaign.
That was BBN Gold Stars head coach Frimpong Manso. Well, in the other game yesterday, Pando Hearts of Lions, they lost again to Accra Hearts of Oak by a 1-0. The second round of matches in the Galka Top 4 will be played on Friday, the 22nd of August. BBN Gold Stars take on Accra Hearts of Oak, and Pando Hearts of Lions face Kumasi Asante Kotoko. SS Women's Football and GFA President and CAF Second Vice President Keto Kreku has rallied police ladies ahead of their CAF Women's Champions League campaign. He reminded the team that the nation is counting on them and urged them to aim for the ultimate prize.
Let's be confident. Let's go as true champions of Ghana. On behalf of the FA, we will offer the team our ultimate support. We will make sure that you will be ready to compete, be competitive. And not only to compete and to be competitive, but to bring that title back to Ghana. At the moment, a certain good wind is blowing around the Ghanaian game. What did I say? A certain wind, and it's a very good wind, blowing around the Ghanaian game.
You are GFA President Ket Okreku. Now, police lady's new signing, Laura Jill Hansen, says she's excited and looking forward to the CAF Women's Champions League qualifying campaign. The former FC Northland player believes the entire nation should rally behind the team as they chase a continental glory.
I'm so happy to be here, coming all the way from Denmark. I've been going back and forth for 4 years in Ghana, so this is my first time playing professional football in Ghana. Oh, I think they should expect some good football and some happiness about their country is actually going the way to play CAF and a big tournament. So I think everyone in Ghana should be really proud of police ladies because they've done really, really well. So yeah, it's a big shout out to Ghana and their football. Watch our football games and yeah.
The voice of police ladies' new signing, Laura Jill Hansen. Some tennis news, and the Ghana Tennis Federation, in partnership with New York Square LLC, has awarded rising junior tennis star Sisu Makena Tomega an elite training scholarship at Chicago's Access Tennis Academy. Backed by the Federation, Tomega says this opportunity means a lot to her and will help her chase her dream on the global stage.
This means a lot who is involved in this organization and sending me on this journey. It's actually, I feel like this is a big opportunity that I have to. So I've come a long way out here. It has been a moment. But yeah, so far a lot of people know the sport, so it's exciting when people hear great tennis. Yeah.
That was Sisu McKenna Tomega saying with her, the acting secretary of the Ghana Tennis Federation, Yao Boni, says the package offered is the best arrangement for both the federation and the player.
Look, this package is more than a 5-figure sum in terms of US dollars. Accommodation, feeding, training, all packed in one for not just player, but player and her mom. Quantify that in US dollars and you know what I'm talking about. She's going there for a year. She's going to be tutored by a Grand Slam coach who has a facility that has 27 courts in Chicago. We are not talking chicken play here. This is huge. This is huge. And the federation that I have belonged to in the past 10 years does not have state support.
You heard from the acting secretary of the Ghana Tennis Federation, Yao Boni. Let's head to Europe, and Arsenal, they have agreed a deal in principle with Crystal Palace for midfielder Eberechi Eze, even though North London rivals Tottenham Hotspur were also in talks with the player. Crystal Palace manager Oliver Glasner says despite transfer links, Eze and Maguire remain committed to the club until the final moment.
On the other side, it just shows, and again I mentioned it before Chelsea, I think many of you were surprised that Mark and Ebb started and played almost the whole game. Most of you will be because of all the rumors, but again they are committed. They are committed to they have a contract here. They played a crucial part that we could be that successful, and they will play a crucial part as long as they are here, because they are good, they are committed to the team, and they, when one of the players will leave, which I don't know at the moment, then they want to leave as the guys who always, or the players who always give 100% for Crystal Palace.
That was Crystal Palace manager Oliver Glasner. Well, both Eze and Gehi and the squad for the Conference League matchup against Fredrikstad. Staying in the EPL, and Manchester City boss Pep Guardiola says giving the captain's armband to Bernardo Silva was an easy decision. He explained that Silva has always shown up for the team, even in difficult moments last season, and that loyalty and leadership made him the right man to lead the squad.
I choose for one reason. In the last season, when we were in big trouble in results in period November, December, January, we didn't win. Always he was there. Always he was there. Team players in that moment, plus academy, and 3 days I lose a game, I lose a game, I lose a game, I lose a game, and always was there. And was there. And it's the player that in my period here is the player who gains more minutes with me. So all have been available. And for his generosity, when he doesn't play, always the biggest smile, always when he play in left back, we're going to play left back. So it doesn't matter positions, always thinking what is the best for the team. And all his attributes, I said, he will be a good captain. And he's been a really, really good captain.
You heard Manchester City boss Pep Guardiola. And finally, in the UEFA Champions League playoffs, the first legs were played last night, and it's Bodo Glimt who made the biggest statements, thrashing Sturm Graz 5-0 to move within touching distance of a first ever group stage appearance. Benfica battled to a goalless draw away at Fenerbahce despite being reduced to 10 men, while Celtic were held 0-0 in Glasgow by Kairat Almaty. Speaking after the game, Celtic boss Brendan Rodgers admitted the result was frustrating, but says his side still has everything to play for in the return leg.
Overthink it. I mentioned that before. It's a big game. We know the consequence of it, but I expected us in the first half to be much cleaner and much better, with much more intensity in our game. And I just felt that we weren't thinking so much in the game. We were just in autopilot a little bit and lost the connections in the game and the speed. Didn't move well enough as a team. You know. So we had to correct that at half time, and we had a much better response right from the off in the second half, and then at the post and a couple of other little moments where we were close, but just, as I said, we just lacked that little bit of quality that you need to break them down.
The thoughts of Celtic boss Brendan Rodgers. Basel and Copenhagen also ended 1-1 with both sides finishing with 10 men, and that's the latest in the world of sports. For more on all these stories, visit citysportsonline.com. Kickoff is powered by Shell. Shell go well. Politangana, Elesheho. Let's improve life. I am Edwin Kwakofi. The City Breakfast Show with Caleb Kuda continues.
Services, innovative financial solutions. We deliver on our promise, cause we are number one. Let's share go, we improve your life. Let's share go, let's share go, hey mama, hey mama, hey mama. Even when you're stuck with nothing, no matter your situation. Let's share go, we improve your life. Let's share go, hey, let's share go, hey, let's share go, hey, mama, hey mama, hey mama. Let's share go, we improve your life. Papa no ankasa. Polita is everywhere, durable and authentic. Stronger brand you can trust. Polita, we get some more. Sumo super and the Polly chale we dey for Papa no Papa no Papa no Papa no Papa no Ankasa Politan the original, always the best.
Do you ever wonder how your car's engine is doing as you drive?
Not often.
Does it feel confident and protected, or is it tired and struggling?
I have a busy schedule, so I leave matters of my engine to Shell V-Power. With Shell V-Power, you can feel confident because it is the best ever fuel designed for performance and efficiency. Shell V-Power removes performance-robbing deposits, so you can feel protected.
Fill up with Shell V-Power at a Shell service station near you. Feel confidence, feel protection, and feel performance over and over again with Shell V-Power. Fuel the feeling with Shell V-Power. Go well.
Join the conversation on the City Breakfast Show on Facebook at facebook.com/City97.3, Twitter at twitter.com/City973, and Instagram at instagram.com/City973 with the hashtag CityCBS.
Everyone, prices continue to drop at Electroland Ghana Limited. CDF Picky promotion on Samsung, TCL, Media, and NASCO Electronics. Get a NASCO 24-inch LED flat for $899 Ghana cedis. Starting from 2,999 Ghana cedis, you can get 6 kg NASCO washing machine plus a free gas stove. And the Media Inverter 1.5 HP R410 Unicool split comes with a free blender. And when you purchase 65, 75, and 85 TCL QD Mini LED 4K TVs, you will get a free TCL FHD Smart Android TV. Now buy a Samsung 578, 582, and 636-liter side-by-side refrigerators and walk away with free microwave grill. Go to our showrooms and dealer stores across Ghana now. Call 050-315-9739 or www.electrolandgh.com for inquiries.
When the current must flow, when the lights must stay on, you don't gamble with cheap wires.
You need safety and quality you can trust. That's why Ghana chooses Tropical Cable, the name that powers homes, builds cities, and drives industries. From low voltage cables to construction, mining, real estate, and homes, Tropical Cable is the #1 choice.
Tropical Cable is a proudly 100% Ghanaian-owned cable manufacturer, the first to manufacture flame retardant low smoke cables in Ghana.
Flame retardant low smoke cables means Tropical cables don't catch fire easily. Tropical Cable is also certified by Ghana Standard Authority, endorsed by Energy Commission, electricians and contractors in Africa.
Tropical Cable.
Top Preco.
Charlie, not again. And I need to return this car by Friday. No money and payday is 3 weeks away? How do I fix this? How? Bank loan, account setup, long process. Nah, forget it. Let me see if Fafa can help.
Yes. Fafa from Bank of Africa can sort you out fast. From engine repairs to school fees or side hustle support, Quick Fix Loan from Bank of Africa is here for you. Call 030-224-9690 or chat Fafa at boaghana.com and take advantage of the Quick Fix Loan for salaried workers, offered at an unbeatable interest rate with no cash deposit required. Promo runs from now to 31st October. T's and C's apply.
Hey, Fafa, wait here. Papa.
Bank of Africa, as strong as a group, as close as a partner.
This is the Citi Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation. The Citi Breakfast Show. Rise above the noise.
Unleashing the power of relevant radio. This is Citi 97.3.
Beautiful song. Oforian Ponsa, all for real. And some mini Ojo. No, it's a beautiful one. Yeah. We'll take this to fly with your dedications to celebrate your loved ones for you. And then let me just share, this morning, Godfred is here, Sky is here, and Francisca is here as well. And I'm sure everyone has something top of mind that is bothering them. Me, what is worrying me? I don't know, but I don't. Sky, is the city getting cleaner or worse? It's looking very filthy by the day.
Yesterday, a friend of mine, one of our listeners, was basically on his way home from work. And he was so upset by the filth he said he observed from Graphic Road all the way to First Light that he called me to find out where I was. Unfortunately, I had to leave for another meeting, but it was like, he needs to find me because the stretch of road he had just driven on and what he had observed, something was happening to him. And just, it's strange. You just mentioned that somebody's also brought up Abusuokai Road, said it's bad again, around the ICGC area. That road never gets fixed properly. I mean, they just throw some sand on it and everybody is good. But yes, the filth, you are right.
Look, on my way home yesterday from Okonglo all the way to Presec, I don't know whether a truck carrying refuse or waste had the wind blow over it and it wasn't properly covered. You found plastics, materials all over, like everywhere you go. It's like it's dotted all over the place. And then when you use the N1, you see just when the Jolu intersection is, you find sacks full of refuse all over the place. The median is dirty. There is sand that, sand on part of the road. I don't know whether we don't, clean the highway, but,
No, you see, the chairman of the Sanitation Committee in Parliament expressed similar sentiments, just a couple of days ago. It must have been
2 days
ago. And I'm talking about the Honorable John O.T. Bless, and he sort of blamed the situation on, in part, the cancellation of the contract that was seeing Zoom Lion and their people sweep the streets and across the country, and then also suggested that, in his view, the solution would be to even impose new taxes or raise the levels.
New taxes?
So raise the current level so that we will be able to pay for the job of sweeping our national capital and then also other important cities across the nation. So some would say, well, this is an attempt to bring the issue to the attention of Ghanaians that, look, once you continue to see that the cities are dirty, you have to do something.
It's like everything we complain about, there must be a levy or a tax too.
So then the solution would be, are you willing to pay more? And that's what it is.
No, we are always told to pay more for better, but we don't when we do. When we pay more, we don't get better.
The fact is the contract has been... It's not cancelled. What it is...
It's on hold or suspended.
No, we're told that the contract came to a close and they do not intend to renew it in its current form. So that is where we are with sanitation.
No, Sky, but our city is too filthy. Like, it cannot be right. Whether the medians are overgrown or we let plastics fly all over the place, you do not attract... Our president is in Japan with a critical delegation, and I heard the GIPC boss make such a fantastic pitch to the Japanese investors that, look, our macroeconomic stability is up there. We have the best this and that. We are the gateway to Africa's market and all of that. But I do think that cleanliness and safety and cleanliness is one of the things that investors and foreigners will look at when they want to move into any country, aside every other thing that will matter in terms of the big ticket conversations. Safety, yes. Political stability, yes. But you have a city that is constantly under siege, filth everywhere. I don't think it's right, not even for the purposes of attracting investors or tourists or something, but for our own dignity and sense of whatever it is. The city looks too filthy. It doesn't reflect our status, our level of intelligence, and all that we pride ourselves with. The city is too filthy. It's not nice moving around.
I find difficult the assertion about taxation in relation to how filthy the city is. There are sanitation bylaws. We can enforce them. Part of enforcement is paying fines, people paying fines for littering, for keeping their surroundings dirty. You don't always have to, come to taxpayers and squeeze them more.
Thank you.
Just to do the right thing. So I totally disagree. I think that there are sanitation bylaws. Yes. Let's enforce them.
Yes.
And let's get the city clean.
Absolutely. And I love the point about taxing and fining persons who engage themselves in some of these, who break some of these bylaws. For example, yesterday, our friend at the Roads Ministry sent me a statement that an unauthorized billboard erected at the Flower Pot interchange has been taken down. Or basically, the statement actually says that it warned the persons who had installed the unauthorized billboard that it is not accepted, and then directed the Lejokuku Assembly to work with the urban roads to take down such unauthorized structures. And I'm saying that if you, even as urban roads or Lejokuku, go and take down what someone has erected in an unauthorized place, first of all, it takes our resource for you to do that. If someone has gone to erect a billboard or anything like that that is unauthorized, you find the person, get them to, or you take it down, find the person, and then you find them.
That's the general position.
You find them.
If you do something unauthorized, if you read the bylaws and the local government, legislation, those provisions are there. Where you do something unlawful and the state has to expend resources to remove it, the state would have to surcharge you for it. It's as simple as that. And I would doubt if the position is that the assembly did not take that into consideration. They can't remove at their own expense without charging the person responsible for it.
I have seen a statement. I'll share that with you shortly. But I have also seen some photos. The structure, whatever it is, has been taken down. I do not know whether they found the person, find them. But generally, when you read the tone of the statement, it basically is cautioning the public, and then also calling on the Advertisers Association to assist whip its members in line to ensure that they do not engage in what I would call the visual pollution we are seeing all over. Because everywhere you go, there are signages erected on all junctions. You can't even see oncoming vehicles because there's a billboard somewhere.
And the most annoying ones are the ones that you find around Osu, for instance, those electronic ones.
Yeah.
There's one big one when you go to the runabout, sometimes it can blind you. I don't know what certification goes into erecting those things. For some reason, I don't know whether they know about the line of sight of drivers and how electronic screens like that can impact people who suffer from flashes of light that sometimes blind them and all of that. And we just leave it there. I don't know whether it's just a question of making money at the expense of safety of drivers and pedestrians, and of course people who do commuters. Something really is wrong about that space as well. And coming back to the question of filth, 3 weeks or so ago, I mentioned here on this platform that if you leave the Flagstaff House, you bypass the traffic light directly in front of the 37 Military Hospital. Just before you get to the runabout where the statue of whose statue is there? It's one of the big six.
There are a number of them, isn't
I think
it?
See Akwaje. One of them is there at that runabout. That turn that takes you to Kaukudi, one takes you to the airport area, one takes you to the Burma camp. Just before you get to the runabout, for some reason, we have decided to open a new avenue for dumping rubbish there in the median.
Look at that.
You understand? Just by if you are driving in traffic right now, you can see that immediately to your left at the traffic light. If the traffic light is red and you are stationary at the moment, look to your left. You will notice that within in the space that is the median. I don't know whether it's a hole that has been dug for some reason.
Oh, this is 37.
37 Military Hospital. If you are about left to Kaukudi, yes, that space. For some reason, somebody thought that it was brilliant to allow people to be dumping rubbish there. Meanwhile, that space, to a large extent, is security zone.
It is.
Because the soldiers are responsible for that space in many ways. And I remember that there was some time ago under the Kufuor administration, if my memory serves me correctly, the soldiers caught some drivers who were stopping anyhow, sent them into the mortuary, and they were doing all kinds of things to them. And
which human rights people said,
exactly, it became a big matter. So I cannot for the life of me understand how that space, which is about what 2,000 meters or so away from the Flagstaff House.
My Lord and my God.
Is being used like that. It's difficult. And then directly opposite the Flagstaff House.
Yes.
Sometimes I don't know. Those are the police.
Some bungalows and things like that.
Right. And sometimes the way they leave the place unattended, it's an eyesore. It's some way.
This is
and then the Revolutionary Square. You know, the last time I checked,
the revolution has left the square.
No. I mean, look, we may have our ideas about what revolution stood for and blah blah blah, but the state in which that square is now,
it's not
directly in front of
it's
the
it's not looking good. This is just my my worry this morning. Yes, please.
This is the American House traffic lights.
Okay, East Legon.
East Legon.
Yes.
There's just at the traffic lights. Somebody packs filth, rubbish into sacks.
Keeps it there
and drops them like 3 or 4.
Yeah.
At the traffic lights. You see that there, and around 3-4 p.m. you see that probably it's been cleared. I don't know. The next morning you see different bags of bin placed there again.
We can't continue like this. We can't continue. I'll get back to this. Is something that's really troubling me. I don't know what's top of mind for Godfred this morning. I mean, different things. So I'll just allow everyone to share with me what's troubling them, and we'll see how we can get to them. 0549986996 is the number. You can also share your issues with us via. But if you're looking for a loan, Solace Finance provides fast, flexible microfinance, micro loans, and asset financing, perfect for entrepreneurs and salaried workers. Terms and conditions apply over there. Download the Solace Finance app and enjoy the magic of sending money instantly. Pay your ECG, light bills, DSTV, GoTV done in seconds. Buy airtime, load your internet bundles in a blink. With Solace Finance, every single city you save stays exactly where it should be. Don't wait. Join thousands who have made smart financial choices by joining Solace Finance. Download the Solace Finance app from the Google Play or Apple App Store today. WhatsApp or call 05995779963. For more information, visit www.solacefinance.com or pass by our office at number 9 Ouagadougou Street, East Legon. Solace Finance, your money, your power. And if you're looking for a best of flavor in every sip, Piva Beverages got you. We have Piva Cola, Piva Orange, Piva Cocktail, Fruit Drink. We have the grape, we have the tangy, all of them at a local store near you. So please call 0550-032-231. Piva Beverages, a taste you will love.
And Academic City University has an amazing event coming your way. Come to Parents' Night on Thursday, August 21, 6 p.m. at our beautiful Hacho campus. Tour our facilities, connect with school leaders, and see firsthand why Academic City is the best choice for your child's future. Call 059-403-0308 or visit acity.edu.gh to RSVP. Don't miss out. Academic City University, educating future-ready leaders. And your tomato mix should make cooking easier and fantastic. That's why Gino Pepper and Onion offers you a unique blend of tomatoes mixed with pepper and onions to make those delicious recipes come to life. No more wasting time on blending or grinding any onions and pepper. You have it all in one. Now also saying, let's make some sweet memories with Gino Pepper and Onion to prepare our favorite stews, jollof, soup, and many more. You can find Gino Pepper and Onion in any open market, retail shops, supermarkets, and many more. Gino truly cares.
Oh yeah, and life is full of surprises. When the unexpected happens, you need support that's convenient and fast. With over 180 years of expertise, Old Mutual understands that you don't have to wait for what is rightfully yours. You can make claims of up to 3,000 Ghana cedis instantly on all your savings policies. No long queues, no paperwork, simply claims paid instantly. So call Old Mutual today, 030-7600. Visit www.oldmutual.com now. WhatsApp us on 050-833-3537. Old Mutual, do great things every day. So just jumping back to my pet peeve this morning. Someone sent me this message and says, "Hi Caleb, please, I have a concern I want to share. So there's this bus stop. Again, bus stops, traffic lights, they've become a repository for refuse collection, it seems. There's this bus stop in front of the EcoBank Roman Ridge branch, and it's close to the pig farm Total.
Okay.
This bus stop was usually swept clean some months ago, but lately I realized that dead leaves have started piling up on that stretch, and someone or some people have started a rubbish pile on the lawns, just by the roadside. I actually want to know which authorities are in charge of ensuring that place is swept and kept clean. So this is a concern. Roman Ridge branch of EcoBank, close to Pig Farm. There's a bus stop in front of it. So this is a bank, and you have a bus stop in front of it. And you also, Francisca, earlier talked about the traffic light at American House. I don't know about the Roman Ridge bus stop. I don't know if
I know that. You know, when you're going towards, you're on the Obasanjo Highway.
Yeah.
And you
know, the funny thing is most of us don't know our roads by their names. Really? Obasanjo Highway. Is this Accra Girls?
Accra Girls, which is the one bound for what do you call it? What's the name?
Jawolu.
Yeah. So when you get to that roundabout, and you take a left, you make a left turn, you see a Total filling station. It's Total filling.
Oh, Total. Okay, so the roundabout that has the Total to the
when
left.
you drive in, as though you are going towards Kotobabi, Newtown, that area.
Okay.
That's around Abedi Pele's, enclave. That's what you're talking about.
And so there's a bus stop there.
Yeah.
And this person is saying that then dried leaves accumulated there over time, and before you know, some persons or group of people have started piling up refuse there. Like, look.
There's another one, at around Jolo. Okay, that's a new one. That's an entirely different one. Yeah. Wow. This one is EcoBank. Wow. You know, our boss lives close by that area. You know, he lives in Roman Ridge, but so Roman Ridge is close to. I'm talking about our boss. So yes, director of program.
No, this guy. No, but
he lives in Roman Ridge. Just for the record. Anyway, let's read some comments.
Please.
Okay, and this person says, I'm heading to Kolebu now and was just thinking about how filthy the whole city is.
Look at that.
Once upon a time, make Accra the cleanest city in Africa. Sad. And Jones Adoboy in La says, good morning, Caleb. The sanitation situation is also aggravated by the unregulated aboboya or tricycle baller operators. I think we need to streamline their operations. Good morning, Citi. We pay Zoom Lion to pick our refuse weekly, and yet it's been well over 2 months that they haven't picked up our bins. Efforts to reach them via their contact numbers and social media pages have not been successful. Yet they keep sending bills, and no one has had the courtesy to tell us what the problem is. We've had to resort to calling the tricycle guys to pick up our bins. So far, it's been difficult finding another waste collection company to pick up. This is Mausi from North Legon.
Wow.
Hello, CBS. The level of filth all over the country is the exact reflection of our local government system. We have put people with no idea of local governance in place just for political experience. Meanwhile, properly trained and experienced experts are redundant. Kofi sent this from Tema. Good morning, Caleb and team. I wish to bring to your attention an incident that highlights the growing issue of indiscipline contributing to the death situation in Accra. Caleb, that's personally my peeve, the growing indiscipline in this country.
Right.
So he says, earlier this morning, while my brother was cleaning in front of our house, a trotro driver and his mates began emptying trash from their vehicle right in front of him. This action led to a serious altercation. The incident occurred around Jolu near UBA. What was even more concerning was that the driver's response. He insisted that because he pays for roadworthiness, he has the right to do whatever he pleases on the road.
You don't mean
I am deeply troubled by the mindset that appears to normalize such behavior. May I ask, who is educating drivers to believe this is acceptable? Thank you for your attention to this matter. I hope the necessary measures will be taken to address this growing challenge. Kind regards, Abraham Mabingban Niliyun, and I hope I didn't butcher your name, but that's that's a good message.
Yeah, let me just, good morning, Abraham. Let me just add, just to clarify the EcoBank situation. So our boss is giving us the precise location. So he says that this one is when you are coming from Ebony, and it's a few meters away from the bank and before the total filling station I was talking about. So I don't know where that which district that is. I think maybe
in terms of municipality,
yeah, that's right.
Local government responsible,
right. So that they can deal with that problem. Many weeks ago, I raised an issue with the rubbish dump that had emerged in front of the area close to the big church after the Jolo traffic light. The Perez Dome. Yeah, that's right. And they cleaned it up. Recently, I passed there. I noticed that the situation was coming back. I've not used that stretch in a while. I hope that it is not as bad as it was the last time I used it. It's important because recently I left my vehicle in the office and decided let me do some quick walk around Accra because I'd not done that in a while. By the time I came back to the office, it was sad. Accra smelly,
it's terrible.
And you wonder how people really endure walking through the city.
So I'm understanding it's either Ayawaso Central or Ayawaso West Municipal for the Ebony area. It's between these two. It's between these two. I don't know whether it's an issue of resources that are not enough or personnel that is lacking, and then it's a mix of that and maybe indiscipline too on the part of we the citizens. People are not taking responsibility for their sanitation situation, but I would also maybe add the superstructure, the infrastructure that deals with our sanitation collection. One, people are putting up buildings without toilets, without sewer. Those who are just connecting sackaways to roads or even just connecting them to water bodies that run in front of them. I've seen a situation like that that's very, very troubling close to where I am. And it doesn't look like anything is being done. That's even my worry. The city doesn't look like someone is in charge of it. When you drive around Accra, you wouldn't think that people are in this country who are responsible for the city, who are earning money for the state of the city. And that for me is very worrying. It can't continue like that. It cannot continue like that. But it's 8 and Edwin Kwalkovi is here, so that means that it's time for Tech and Social Media Trends. That's brought to you by Telecel and First Bank Ghana. Its junior internship program is underway. If you've not registered or enrolled your kids yet, now is the time. It ends on September 12th. The kids, if they are below 12, sign them up for the Kids First account. If they are between 10 to 14, sign them up for the Me First account and then apply for the First Bank Junior Internship Program. They'll have 5-day learning experience at any of First Bank's branches. They will receive certificate and then products from Gino, Kivo, Top Up Pharmacy, Awake, Kiki, and Pepsodent, and then they stand a chance of winning attractive cash prizes when they excel in an essay writing competition. 0596 921 921 is the number to call. And then, of course, this is supported by the Ghana National Council of Private Schools. So, Edwin Kwalkofi, good morning to you.
Good morning to you, Caleb. Good morning, Francisca and Sky as well. So,
morning.
Yesterday when I came here, we talked about Shatawale in relation to his tiff with MOG Beats. He's back on top of the trends because he's been detained by Iyoko. Yes, so he was detained in an investigation related to the tax obligations of the Lamborghini Urus that was seized from him earlier in the month. His team says he turned himself in voluntarily yesterday. So that's how the investigation is currently ongoing. So Iyoko, as we know, they seized the vehicle in collaboration with the FBI in the investigation into another convict in the US who was linked to a number of financial malfeasances. Since he was convicted. Yes, he was convicted. So financial malfeasances. So Shatawale is being investigated in relation to possessing property that was related to that incident. So the investigation is ongoing. His team says they believe he is innocent of all charges and that he will return to his fans very soon. So we move on from Shatawale and Yoko to Akwetia. And the police hierarchy has gone to Akwetia to assess the security arrangements ahead of the by-election in September the 2nd. One particular thing that is trending is the simulations and the drills that they are holding. People
what is the problem really? what are people, why are people not happy?
It's not that they are unhappy, they're
laughing, they are mocking the police.
Yes, they are mocking the police for that's the simulation, saying that even Nollywood and Kumawood movies would do better than
guys, it's not about the sizes of the police officers or the size of their stomach. Is
that what they're talking about? Anyone talk about that? No one is talking about that. Is that what they're saying?
Yeah, I mean, please. Look, I'm sure that
security is not in the physical infrastructure.
No, I'm sure the police officers, I'm sure they know what they are doing. Yes. And let's give them the slap.
Absolutely.
Let's cut them some slack. Please, it's okay.
Yeah, people are unimpressed by
what
they
see. If they unimpressed us, we have the right to criticize them. But let's not.
Ghana police, we believe in you. What else is in the trends?
So Godwin has just jumped to the top of the trends. The name Godwin because Ghanaian journalist Godwin Asediba has been announced as the winner of the 2025 BBC Komla Duma Award. He's the 10th recipient of the award, the second Ghanaian to win it since it was established.
Yes, in the role. Yes. Last year came with a bit of controversy, but this one.
So he will spend 3 months working with the BBC teams across television, radio, and online. And he will receive training from leading BBC journalists.
Fantastic.
So it's a very good thing.
Congratulations to
our compatriots.
I just hope. You know, my good friend and colleague, Pakwesi Asare, won the last time around. And I was at the ceremony where we sent him off properly. It was a beautiful ceremony, not far away from TV3. He went and then he came back, and then instead of helping us to deepen journalism,
he has metamorphosed.
He's moved on to do other equally important which is great. But I just hope that it still makes the time to be able to be helping train.
He's left the struggle.
No, he should. I think he will make the time to. He should make the time if he's not making one. So, my good friend, when you go, please come back and help us more. Because when I went, I came back. And I'm helping small before I decide what you do going forward.
There's another decision to be made. You never
know. So, in tech news, we've all been talking about how social media potentially affects the youth and the young people negatively. Well, it turns out current and former TikTok employees, they raise concerns internally about how the app's popular algorithm could hurt young users' mental health. So they felt that young users were being, forced in a sense to use the app longer, basically longer, and for many other things. So the comments are in contrast to what the TikTok themselves have said about the company being the platform being very safe for its young users. So the video which was released of the TikTok employees alleged that TikTok was designed to be highly addictive to minors, and that the company has deceived parents and children about the app's potential safety risks. So this came up in a lawsuit that has been filed against the company in the US. So we'll be monitoring that because obviously the youth are very important to us, and we don't want their brains being rotted by content they see online on social media platforms. So
because I mean, if you watch the algorithms, like it's been calibrated in such a way as to know your appetite, the things you like, right? So anything that is closely related or similar to what you've watched, it will feed you with that. So when you take your phone and you go on TikTok, you are less likely to immediately put down your phone after watching just one video, because immediately after consuming that, because it's taking note of what you have consumed. Yes, so it would keep feeding you. Oh, you see this? Oh, then another interesting one.
Yeah.
Before you know it, you've spent 2 hours on the phone not doing anything. Yeah. And for these young ones, you explain to them that look, this you don't go on those things. They don't understand. Yeah. And because of the social circles they are in, the schools they are going to, they feel that it is where they must be in order to be counted as part of the folks, calling the shots in our spaces.
It's a
Parents have got to be strong on this particular point. Yeah. You close down one, they are opening two.
Crazy. It's tough, and it's something we've been addressing on EdTech, how parents can actually help their kids optimize, digital platforms so that it doesn't actually damage them in their formative years. I'm sure in subsequent episodes we'll be bringing some more.
Yeah, and the good thing is, if you go to China, for instance, you read the literature, you're told that they are using it for productive things. How to teach, how to learn things that will make you a better Chinese citizen in China and also in the world. But in our space, I mean, in the space that where many Volta region nationals are now, or maybe citizens are now, it is just being used to insult each other, say all kinds of things. And I ask myself, this space that is making money for other people, why reduce it to very, like senseless beef between people? People are attacking chiefs on that platform. It's as though we have no regard any longer for traditional authority.
We'll continue. So that will be it for tech and social media trends.
Let me add one more.
You want to add one more thing?
Yes, Judge Frank, Caprio. Yeah. The respected U.S. judge, caught in the province series, right? Yeah. He's passed on. He's the standard for many people when it comes to judicial compassion and fairness and niceties. And he passed on yesterday after pancreatic cancer, we're told. May his soul rest in perfect peace. He's trending giddy because he's widely respected for how he brought compassion into the courtroom.
Okay, thank you. That was Tech and Social Media Trends.
Listen, guys. One day, an old lady inherited a huge sum of money. Her family worried about how to break the good news to her. They feared that the sudden good news might give her a heart attack. And so they decided the family doctor, who was experienced in delivering such news, should be the one to tell her. And when he did, surprisingly, she smiled. Relieved, he asked, "What are you going to do with all that money?" She replied, "I am going to give you half." The doctor rather had a heart attack. Can you imagine? People are often surprised when we put them first. At First Bank, that's what we do. We put you first. Experience the gold standard of banking with First Bank. Open an account today and enjoy our user-friendly mobile app. Quick banking via *894#. Convenient shopping with our Visa Prepaid and MasterCard and more. All designed to serve you better. First Bank. You first.
There is small money, there is big money, and there is too much money. Telecel Too Much Money promo is here. Dial *500# to opt in. In the Telecel Too Much Money promo, you can win 100 Ghana cedis cash in the daily draws, 20,000 Ghana cedis in the weekly draws, and 1.2 million Ghana cedis in the grand draw. That's 1.2 million Ghana cedis. Simply reload airtime to end point to stand a chance to win. Dial *500# or visit the Telecel Play app to opt in now for the Telecel Too Much Money promo. Terms and conditions apply.
Telecel, connecting energies.
This promo is regulated by the NLA on the Caritas Lottery platform.
Join the conversation on the City Breakfast Show on Facebook at facebook.com/City97.3, Twitter at twitter.com/City973, and Instagram at instagram.com/City973 with the hashtag CityCBS.
What does better life mean to you? Better life means going on a luxurious trip, paying the fees of my wards with ease, giving a befitting burial to my loved ones when death strikes unexpectedly. At Quality Life Assurance PLC, QLAC, we give you the better life because you deserve it. Apply for the Quality Investment Plan, Quality Group Welfare Protection, Micro Insurance Product, and Quality Funeral Support Plan. Call us today, 0556 589 662. QLAC, we inspire trust.
When the pain is too much, don't know what else to do. So rapping all, we'll take the pain away. Rapping all,
Rapinol is what you need. Rapinol will relieve you of all aches and pain in your body. Rheumatic pain, menstrual pain, body pain, toothaches, and other feverish conditions. Rapinol is a quality product from Danex Itin Starwin PLC. If symptoms persist after 48 hours, consult a physician. Not suitable for children below 16 years old, asthmatic, and ulcer patients. This advert is FDA approved. Charlie, parenting is no joke, so let's make it a little easier. The DC Back to School Discount Fair is bringing all the top suppliers of school items under one roof on the 29th, 30th, and 31st of August at the former Dansman Melcom behind Dansman Post Office. From 9 a.m. each day, you can get school bags, kids' shoes, books, electronics, stationery, water bottles, and everything your child needs at huge discounts of up to 50%. Yes, side attractions for kids include bouncy castles, cotton candy, popcorn, ice cream, and more. The DC Back to School Discount Fair is proudly sponsored by EcoBank and Enterprise Life with media support from Citi FM, Kantanka TV, and Springboard Studios. Call 026-222-0042 for details.
This is the City Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation. The City Breakfast Show. Rise above the noise.
What you gonna do? You wanna get down? Tell me. What you gonna do? Do you wanna get down? What you gonna do? You wanna get down? What you gonna do? You wanna get down? Tell me. Get down on it. Get down on it. Get down on it. Get down on it. Come on and get down on it.
It's 16 after 8. Forgive me, I got carried away by the filthy situation in Accra. And the sad thing is that it's not only Accra. When you speak to residents of the second city, they tell you that it's also getting more deteriorated. The greenery that has characterized the city, for which is proudly christened the Garden City, is fast being depleted. You know, drains are choked, effluents everywhere. And it's not just there, across from Tamale to, I don't know. So which city in Accra, in Ghana, is cleaner than the other?
Oh, no. If you go to
which city in Ghana right now is it Sunyani or Ho or is Accra?
Ho is superb.
Or Tamale?
Ho is superb. Sunyani, yeah, it's still very good. That's
Cape Coast.
The Oxygen City.
Oxygen City.
Yeah, that's right. It's a beautiful place.
Are you sure?
It smells. You don't go about smelling things like that. I mean, when I was virtually throwing up after my walk.
Oh, you took a walk.
Oh,
you took a walk.
So I left my car in the office.
Yes.
Because I decided that let me just you
are taking a walk. You want to feel like that.
Yeah.
What was the objective? Did you want to stretch your legs and get some fresh air?
Yeah, so I wanted to stretch my legs.
Okay.
So I decided that I would take a walk. So I took a walk.
Around my level, Dr. Martin.
Oh yeah. No, not just here. All the way through the Farisco area,
okay.
Through to Workers' College, in front of AT headquarters, down to the Parliament House area.
Oh, then you really
that's right. And then I turned back, Charlie. By the time I got back, it was obvious that Charlie, my system had been.
Was this in the evening?
It was in the evening. Like, I mean, evening rush hour, people were going home. It was just so bad.
Because
the smell, the stench.
The fumes, all that mixed with the fumes from the vehicles.
Yes.
I don't know how we are honestly doing it, but yeah, we'll get into more of this. But I want to get down on let me do some dedications.
Before you
I've not done dedication. So
how do people survive in the open? Because normally we are almost always in the full Nyanya, right?
Yeah.
So we don't.
You don't experience Ghana well.
Exactly. Then the people who are selling food to us,
right on the floor.
On the floor.
Yeah.
I mean, how much of the food we buy gets to at least inhale, and I'm using the word deliberately.
Yeah.
The stench that emanates from the gutters of Accra. Look, we have traveled. We are not to boast about it, but we've seen a few countries. But what we are smelling in Accra, no. I mean, hitherto we were smelling that if you go to the the Lavender Hill, right? You even that when you are in your vehicle, you could sometimes get exposed. But now it appears to be and we need to do something.
No, honestly, it's very concerning. And look, if the president really means what he said, that the performance of his MMDCEs, his MMDCEs will be appraised based on the sanitation based on the sanitation situation in their respective areas. I don't know how recently they've been in place, but I will score them a 2/10. It's not looking good. Everywhere you pass in Accra, wherever you move, it's not looking good. It's not smelling good. It's not feeling nice. It's not proper. The vibe is not proper. It is. We deserve better than we have, because the point is that we are not even that populous. We are not so much. We are not too many for the city we are in. We are not. There are places more congested, much more busier, but movement is fluid. The place is cleaner. The air is better. We don't even care about the quality of air we are breathing and all of that. I'm saying that, look, you have no business trying to attract investors when your city is in such terrible, stinking state. It's not. We have to pay attention to everything. So let's expend so much effort as we are doing in trying to attract attention in keeping the place clean, not just for investors and tourists and all, but for ourselves. We deserve better. And this attitude we have, if you go to a lot of bus stations, Charlie, one Sunday morning at the Atomic bus station, Atomic Junction, where the Presec flyover is, Charlie, the whole place was so dirty. I was asking the driver, I said, driver, now that I have fees, I was there Sunday, or mom planning you. I'm like, Charlie, why you are living in this field? Are you happy with it? We'll get into some dedications, and I'll come back into my pet peeve. Sky, help me with dedications.
Okay, so let's take some of them that have come in. So there's this one on a platform that says, happy 50th birthday to Prince Opoku. Do say immediate past deputy CEO of the DVLA. Okay. Be blessed on this day and beyond. It's coming in from Kofi Danso Apia, who is expressing great wishes to you. This one says, happy birthday to Abana Henewa Asari of the Bank of Ghana. It's coming in from your family at home, mom, dad, and your siblings. This one says, please wish my daughter a happy birthday. My daughter's name is Nuna Ashigbe of Mary Mother School. May God richly bless you. May his face shine on you and be gracious unto you. We love you so much. It's coming in from your parents, grandmothers. Wait, how many grandmothers? Okay. Yes, siblings, aunties, and the entire Ashigbe family. Right. And this one says, Big Gun CEO of PB Studios Africa, one of the realist team members of our generation. A big happy birthday to him. It's coming in from Richard Ni Ado, who is inside North. Well, okay, I don't understand that. Please, the messages, if you're sending them, please make sure that you write them properly. And this one is coming in from someone who says, happy birthday to Jagan Kabute Ukanse, who is the CEO of JD Plus Limited. And it says, God bless you and more abundantly. It's coming in from your auntie Esther, Uncle Jagan, and there's a name here. Is it Venja? Svenja, I think. and the rest of the family. They are sending you big wishes. Okay. I also want to do one for my very good friend and compatriot, Halifax Ansa Ado of the Publisher newspaper, and then also a broadcaster with the UTV what's the name of the brand, the whole UTV
Despite
Group. Media. Yes, the fine used to be with the Daily Guide newspaper.
Right.
A fine media brain. He's celebrating his birthday today. Yes, he's a staunch listener of the show.
Wonderful.
He's a friend, a brother.
Wonderful.
And I celebrate you. I know we are aging, but we'll continue to do a lot.
You are advancing in years and wisdom. We wish Halifax a happy birthday.
Why every time Kakra is fighting me, I think
Anyway, more messages coming.
Let me rope in this one from Louise. I
saw his photograph and the grey was coming.
Okay, so that's where the mischief is from. No, this one is coming from Louise Obing to his lovely wife, Dora Obrimpoma. Message says, may the Lord bless and make his face shine upon you in all your endeavors. Enjoy your day. It's also the birthday of Elder Edutiase of the Church of Pentecost at the Bakat District. Happy birthday to you, and so many more
Martin
messages.
Kofi Edu from GNPC says a happy birthday to my son Gianni Valentino Ejedu of Helga International. Caleb, did you just read this?
No, I haven't done that. Yes.
Okay, so can we go back to yes? So a very happy birthday to my son Gianni Valentino Ejedu of Helga International School in Adenta. Continue to be a blessing to the entire family with love from your parents and siblings, Seraphim, Valsha, Lamara, and Kiran. Okay, here's another. Good morning, Citi. Please wish our daughter Michelle Sharita Donkoba a happy birthday. She's 12 years today. We pray she will continue to grow in wisdom and stature and in favor with the Lord. May the good Lord order her steps and make her great. We love you dearly from your parents, Dr. and Mrs. Donkoba. Good morning, Citi team. Kindly help me wish my dear wife, Margaret Asabia Yesu, a very happy birthday. She is an incredible wife and mother, and I want the whole world to know how much she means to us. Thank you, my love, for the care and affection you show me and the children every day. With lots of love from Nyamedie, Papa Kojo, and me. Right. Okay, you didn't send your name, but here's another one from Kekeli Bansa. He says, good morning, CBS team. Glorious birthday wishes to our sister Akofa, Madame Edith Lawson of SEPS, Aflau. May Mother Earth be kind to you, and may all your secret prayers be answered.
Great.
So, good morning.
Yeah. And while we are at it, I'll go Ghana. Absa Bank Ghana Limited has great news for you. Banking just got easier. It's happening right in your neighborhood with Absa Agency Banking. With Absa Agency Banking, you can now deposit cash, withdraw money, pay your bills all quickly, securely, and without the long queues. That's right. No need to travel far or wait in line. It's banking made simple, and it's right where you are. And here's something even better. You can be part of it if you're a business owner or someone who loves serving your community. Why not become an Absa Agency banker? That's a great way to earn extra income, grow your business, and help bring banking closer to the people. Interested? Just call 0248 573 293. Visit absa.com.ga to apply. Absa Agency Banking. Banking made easier, powered by you. Your story matters, Absa. Happy 45th birthday, Hubert Chidiche Teku of Tema. Best wishes from the GSTS 99 old boys. Yeah, so back to the big one that is troubling me this morning. And look, I
think there are a number of comments that are coming on that particular topic. Yes, so it'll be useful to read some of them.
Okay, let's continue with some more messages here.
Okay, urgent help. Good morning, Citi team. Please help by using your platform to draw the Greater Accra Minister who represents the good people of Shayo Sudoku to focus her attention on the Dodowa market to improve sanitation and road access within the market. The road or lane heading to the butchery and milling zones are so bad, with stagnant water This demands urgent attention today. You may send your team to report on it. In addition, the MP should also work on improving the road between Dodua Fire Service and the hospital junction. Thank you. And that's coming from Robert Jogbenuku Mensa Bar. Okay, I'm driving around Mimpasem at East Legon, and there's about there's a 5-year-old or about 5-year-old girl bathing at the roadside. I mean, our prime East Legon.
East Legon is gone, isn't it?
True.
Yeah. East Legon is gone.
Kwabena in Sakumono says, good morning, City. How I wish you discussed sustainable water. Sakumono has not had a drop of water flow through their taps for about a month now. The situation is dire. No one has told us anything. The reason why I believe PR units in public organizations should be scrapped. And here's Friedrich from Dome Kwabenya. He says, good morning, Caleb and team. For me, a country that doesn't allow laws to work suffers, and that's what we are experiencing in Ghana. I'm a tour guide and always feel shy when I'm walking with my guests. I always pray one day we will have a change of mind. Caleb, my concern this morning is with the Alumi and condemned boys in Accra, and how they are selfishly stealing all the drainage covers on our streets while we all look on unconcerned. I am currently at Sankara, and all the drainage covers have been stolen. This is an area that has the Jubilee House, police headquarters, embassies, and media houses. Yet this unscrupulous act has not generated enough attention and action. The deep drains that are left exposed when these covers are stolen is a death threat to pedestrians, especially in a country that is poorly lit at night. Kindly use your medium to draw the necessary attention. And Pa Willie sent this from Sankara.
Okay. Now, there's been an attempt to address this sanitation issue, and as you said earlier, Sky, the leadership in Parliament on the committee, Sanitation and Related Matters, has made some proposals. And I want to bring that to the hearing benefit of our listeners.
So this is John Oti Bless.
John Oti Bless.
Yes, the chairman of the committee responsible for sanitation and related matters.
Now that the 1 Ghana cedi levy is in force, government through the finance minister, in the next budget, that is 2026 budget, we should consider returning or even increasing. My brothers, I'm a young person. I'm from a very humble background. The unemployment issues in this country can be resolved. I want to propose that this levy should be brought back to focus on sanitation issues and unemployment issues. Ghanaians have no problem paying taxes. There's no Ghanaian in this country who has a problem paying taxes. It is about the management. If the tax will be utilized or used for its intended purpose, Ghanaians have no problem. Look at when the 1 Ghana cedi levy issue was raised in Parliament. The opposition, our brothers in the opposition, MPP, they kicked against it. But overwhelming majority supported it.
Yeah, so Oti Bless, John Oti Bless there. It looks like for every problem we have, we must tax ourselves to fix it.
Well, the fact is somebody must pay for whatever, service that is being provided. Either you tax people for it or you find money some way, somehow. To get to do his view articulated there is that we should tax people for it. I'm not so sure many people do agree with him, but that is his view nonetheless, and it's up to Parliament if the matter comes up to consider it and take a decision they believe is in the interest of the Republic.
Okay.
The fact is the city is smelling so badly, and many other cities are seeing serious sanitation crisis. The president, would he go ahead and fire DCs, MCs, when in fact they have challenges with how to even fund sanitation initiatives, and that's a matter that everybody would have to look at closely, because it would seem that there is really no funding immediately available in a big way to deal with the problem.
Sanitation is my big thing this morning, but I'm sure something is big on Godfrey's mind.
Something's always big on my mind.
Everything. A lot.
Sanitation is also very big on my mind, actually.
He's tired of sanitation issues.
No, I'm not tired, but nothing is happening.
It's sad.
Nothing is happening. Your man is not the MC, so you will call him God. George. Yes. Pakwalote. George Pakwalote, good morning. I'm Lekuma West. But Accra is not working.
It's not working, you know? It's gone, it's gone. Accra is not working.
I've decided to take solace in cybercrime.
Oh, now you are looking into the cybercrime area.
That is where I am. But here's the thing.
Are things working there?
No. You know, so here's the thing. Like, whilst I was away, I was paying attention to the whole, you know, saga of people being carted away by the Federal Bureau of Investigation. But what caught my attention, though, basically was the comments on social media, and I was particularly, I will not say surprised. I was taken aback. Or it means the same thing.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Then I was surprised about what seemed to be a certain level of acceptance of these acts and these persons. Basically,
they seem to support
social acceptance.
Yes, there seemed to be. You know, like you are harassing people.
Yeah.
Like we should be protecting these people.
Really?
You know, yeah. There seemed to a lot of the comments. There were people who were saying, "Look, let the law do what you know." But there seems to be, generally speaking, a certain level of social acceptance for persons who are engaged in these acts or persons suspected to be in these acts.
Really?
And I am particularly excited that there seems to be a focus now on dealing with persons in that part of the economy.
Cybercrime.
Yes, that part of the economy. Because, look, if we don't deal with that matter, the shocks of it are many. So we have a situation where, like I said, a lot of young people, and we're very young populace, there are a lot of people who now aspire to be like that. Wealth is nice. Who doesn't want an easy life? You understand? Nobody wants to, like, I want to be comfortable. You want to be comfortable. How we get comfortable is the issue.
Yeah.
Okay. But we've come to accept that, look, nobody is going to hard work their way legally through this system that we are operating in Ghana. So people must eat.
Yeah.
Either way.
Yeah.
So
don't question how
people get to eat. Okay. But the thing is, there is always an impact on those of us who are struggling to eat the proper way. By the activities of those who are eating in the wrong way. And so I am particularly happy because I've said on this show previously that you know, if I were somebody who worked with Ioko or worked with FIC or whatever, Instagram would have been my office. And the TikToks and the places, because they are there showing it off.
The lifestyle audits will take place from
but
there.
apparently we don't have a lifestyle audit regime in Ghana, from what I have been told.
Yeah, we don't.
We don't have a lifestyle regime. So a lifestyle audit regime. So you can't actually pick up somebody on the basis of that.
Their lifestyle.
No, you can't.
Okay.
You could find other avenues to figure out what is going on.
Isn't it time yet to get into that? Because
I don't know, but what I am saying this morning is I am particularly happy.
Yeah.
And I am saying that all the institutions, CID, their cybercrime unit, all those people, they should go full steam ahead on the matter. Whoever you are, find you, deal with the people. They should deal. You see, when the reputations of a country matters. We tend to laugh at our Nigerian neighbors a lot.
Yes.
You know, because of it. I don't want to become that kind of country.
Well, for just a bit of clarification, I'm getting some information that we do have a lifestyle audit regime that falls within the laws of the Office of the Special Prosecutor. And what we rather don't have is the reverse burden.
No. You see, I understand that argument gets made. The standard for that is the UK standard. If they look at you, they measure your general earnings and they know that you don't have a particular, they are coming for you to explain why you should not be taken away. what we have, yes, within the domain of the OSP, there's something like that, but it is not in the nature of the UK standard where they come for you knowing that your
based on what we are
exactly
seeing.
So they will ask you a few questions if
that
you answer
that I operate a barber shop and drive a Jaguar.
Yeah, I mean, we don't.
How many people?
In Ghana, that could be difficult. But elsewhere, yeah, barbers are living good.
How many haircuts am I issuing out in a day?
It depends on the type of haircut.
How much am I charging at the barber shop?
Yeah.
But look, like I said, we need to be bothered by these things because there are parts of this country where that is all they know. Yeah. And if we don't see the linkages, I'll tell you something. Last week, we were scandalized by that unfortunate incident that happened. I was in bulletin or somewhere where Gala side, where the people Bontresso, where the people were saying, look, you cannot come here and tell us not if we don't do the Galamsey, we will not do anything else. This is what we want to do. And there are large parts of the country that are going in that direction, particularly in those kind of areas. Yeah. You see, there's a social acceptance now.
Yeah. Normalized.
Yes, of what they do. And it is what we've done with cybercrime. Right. And the reason why I'm saying that we need to do this is because if we don't, the disadvantages later on are many. The countries where the victims live are starting to take actions. And for a country that says we want to get into a proper tech age, we have a government that says they are training 1 million coders.
Yes.
We need those coders to be able to thrive in an environment where they can operate within global spaces. Standards. We don't want to get locked out of those spaces. Yeah. At the moment, people are here always complaining, I can't do this kind of transaction here. I can't do this here. Simply because our system is not trusted. These are some of the things. We want to grow. Okay?
So but our reputation is being impacted by the illicit activities of a few.
Yes. And, there was an interesting article in the Enquirer today by a student journalist. Very, very insightful. Congratulations to the young lady for Victoria Norte, if I'm not mistaken, for that I insightful.
Think she should be celebrated in class today.
Article. Yes, if she goes to class today, they should clap for her. She did a really good article, and the thing is, she raises the points about people who make the argument that we are taking back what they took from us. If we had conversations with half these people, they don't know what colonialism is. You understand? They cannot make that colonialism argument to you. It's pure. It's pure. We set out to survive. We found a way to survive, and we are surviving.
That's all.
That's all. Okay. So, like I said, I am happy that they are going at them. They should not stop, because some of these people have reached levels where they engage with all kinds of high-level individuals. Yeah. And so sometimes they tend to feel they are immune to the law. And Caleb, in the past year, I've spent quite a bit of time working on this. It is growing at a rate that you cannot handle. Which is why I am happy that at this moment, and sometimes I even ask myself, if it hadn't been that some of these activities were impacting external countries whose law enforcement organizations have gotten involved, would we have seen the kind of push? And there are those who have asked that question, and it's a legitimate question to ask. Because what we have seen in the past couple of months, why didn't we see last year? Someone will say, well, investigations are long term. Those are also fine. But at least it's getting done. So I am particularly happy, but I am also very, afraid of where we are now.
Likely implications.
Yes.
If we don't take
and it's growing.
Action.
I think you have an interview.
Yes, go for it. Thank you for bringing our attention to this. And that leads us to speak to Dr. Suleiman Lazarus.
Oh, yes.
He's a visiting fellow at the Mannheim Center for Criminology at the London School of Economics and Political Science.
Yeah, he knows a lot about cybercrime.
Wonderful.
He spends all his days 24/7. Yeah, so you go on.
Dr. Suleiman Lazarus, thank you for joining us on this conversation we're having on the growing spate of cybercrime and its potential impact on us. Help us appreciate the scale of this and why it is very concerning.
Yeah, it is very simplistic to say that it's consigning. It depends on the particular perspective from which you speak. There are some individuals that see this cybercrime in West Africa, particularly in Ghana, as a progressive move. Some people argue that it empowers the youth, and they see it from the point of view of the offenders, and they go to social media like Facebook or Twitter and they comment on such a narrative. But that is not the dominant one. I would like to argue that it is a problem not only for Ghana or West Africa as a whole, but the global world.
Right, Doc, help us appreciate the historical timelines. At what point did this take off to such scale that is beginning to have implications for the sub-region as a whole?
Yeah, historically, even during the colonial time, before the independence in Ghana and in Nigeria, in Ghana 57, Nigeria 60, the schoolboys during that time, they were writing a pen and paper letters, sending to Canada, to USA, telling them they have gold, they have ivory, they have this, they have that, and collecting money from citizens all over the world. It was documented by the US consulate at that time. So historically, it's nothing new. Then, but from the year 2000, this element of the digitalization of society has a huge impact. Then, without any need for pen and paper and postage cost, people could just go online and do their normal scamming business. And there are varieties of business or subset of this cybercrime, because if you say cybercrime, it encompasses a lot of crime in the digital space, such as business email compromise, romance scam, hookup scam, investment scam, cryptocurrency scam. There are a lot. So as from 2000, the element of cyberspace has a great impact since then. But that is not only the changing of the gear, so to say, metaphorically. As from 2020, then that also broke a lot of barriers in terms of language, in terms of manipulation, because with the help of artificial intelligence, now the people into the business, they can do and undo, pretend to be any person and pretend to speak any language. So that also contributed to the scale that you're talking about.
Doc, so we see a trend where the digitalization or the advancement of tech has seen a shoot up or an increase in the incidence of cybercrime. Are we able to quantify the cost in terms of numbers? Are we able to put some numbers to the increase in cybercrime so far from your research?
Yeah, what I would say is, when you talk about West African issues, most people from the West, they will ask you about statistics. But in West Africa, Ghana, Nigeria, Ivory Coast, the way we archive data is quite different from the West. So from that point of view, I would say that I will be reluctant to put a number and say, 80%, 50%, or 10%.
The question about quantifying was to do with the money part of it, in terms of the quantum of money that people have lost as a result of cybercrime over the period.
Yeah, according to the media discourse, a lot of people from the West and the Arab world, they are losing a great number of money. And apart from these individuals, even the corporations as well. So from that point of view, I would say that billions of dollars.
Would you?
Yeah, we said billions of dollars. Yep.
Would you say that the African governments, especially within the West African sub-region, are dealing with this sufficiently, or there's a way you think that they need to approach it differently so we get some more results?
Yeah, to get more results or to reduce these cybercrime issues, the West African government, Ghana, Nigeria, and other nations, Cameroon, they need to do much more than what they are doing. One angle of improvement is the issue of public perception, because many people in Ghana and Nigeria, they perceive these cybercrime issues as not a problem. And they compare the government and they'll point out, oh, this local councillor, this governor is corrupt, these small boys, they're just trying to survive. If they have a legitimate way of earning a substantial income, would they be doing this or doing that? I am saying what people say on social media.
That's right.
So that is a good place, a good starting point, because that public perception also kind of offer social legitimacy for this type of business.
So then what needs to be done?
What needs to be done is showing a good role model. You cannot metaphorically tell children at home and say that you need to wash your hand before you eat, whereas when you're eating, you fail to wash your hand. That doesn't set a good example. That is a good starting point. Another starting point is not just arrest and imprisonment. You can arrest someone in prison, but that's not going to kind of discourage a lot of people. What are the alternatives? If you graduate from this University of Accra, what are the options for you? Even for you to go to that university, do you have scholarship? And even when you have that scholarship, are you going to receive the scholarship? Because I know some people within my network, they were offered scholarship, but in the end, they traveled abroad, but they never received $1 single for the scholarship offered. So based on that kind of pressure, then they start to innovate new ways sociologically of earning income abroad.
Right.
And some of these innovative pathways, they are not legitimate, they are deviant ways.
Very well.
So setting good example is a good way, it's a good starting point. Or offering real scholarship. If we offer scholarship and give apprenticeship, just give people hope. That is what people need. Give them hope. Okay, when you graduate, there is something for you. And when you work hard, you will see progress. Rather than just if you are not connected to this political party, your uncle is not this, your auntie is not that, you are not from this family, there is no way for you.
Right. Doctor...
For me,
please.
Yeah. I say for me, this underground work, that is a real way of making progress, rather than just all these political or media rhetorics about this, about that. We're going to arrest, we're going to tighten. No,
right.
That is just
Right. Dr. Suleiman Lazarus, thank you so much for spending some time with us on this particular subject. He's a visiting fellow at the Mannheim Center for Criminology at the London School of Economics and Political Science, LSE. So, reiterating the point you've made, that a lot of people are endorsing it, actually, saying that, you political figures are corrupt and this is just one way young people are trying to fend for themselves and you're trying to clamp down on the... tell you what, while I was away, someone drew my attention and said I should let the foreign minister know that some other nationals from West Africa are engaging in some deviant behavior. If I say deviant, it makes it light, but unscrupulous behavior. But when the authorities catch them, apprehend them, and ask them to show their identity, they tend to have Ghanaian passports. And that is not affecting Ghanaians within the space, because then the conduct of the other West African nationals is being smeared on all of us. So now people are approaching us as individuals, as Ghanaians, and they are dealing with us in light of the illicit conduct of others. And I think that's what this portends for us, as you're putting it, right? Is that correct?
Yeah, and like a couple of years ago, I was living somewhere. If you held a Nigerian passport, no landlord will rent you a room.
Wow.
Yeah. At the time.
Wow.
Yes. Ghanaian, you were fine.
Wow.
You see. If I go back to that same spot now, now Ghanaians and Nigerians
are suffering.
Don't let you rent a room.
Wow.
Why? Because the reputation has changed.
Yeah, they see all of us as West Africans, and some of them have money to get our identification.
No,
also.
because we are doing the things that they do.
Oh, okay.
It's plain and simple.
Okay.
You see, that's the measure of the impact I am talking about. You understand? So, like I said, I am happy law enforcement is on this. It's not a very long chat even I want to have. I am just happy that finally our people have woken up, and I hope they keep at it. You see, because it's not like it's changing. We've gone past the point where people look. If you almost everybody who listens to us spends time on TikTok, on Facebook.
That's for you.
Yeah, I'm just saying. Ask them who they are watching. Yeah, these are people with millions and millions of followers all over the place. Sometimes they will film their rooms, they are counting money.
Yeah, and sometimes they have some ammunition
there's nothing in our laws expressly prohibiting the display of money in that manner.
It doesn't matter. When you are in Birmingham,
Regulation 20 of the LI 2374 of the Office of the Special Prosecutor Operations Regulations 2018. It mandates that the Special Prosecutor can request a suspect to declare their income and property specified in a certain form, and also a suspect has 30 days to comply with the request. Failure to comply within the stipulated time frame is considered an offense. And so by this, my understanding is that suspects under investigation by the OSP are subjected to lifestyle audits. And what this requires of them is to explain the source of their wealth.
And they've been doing that.
The regime that is omitted, or the regime that we don't have in Ghana, is where we have in Nigeria and the UK, will be the presumption of the corruption, where the burden is reversed onto the accused to explain the source of their wealth. And that is where the challenge is in pursuing some of these.
So from my understanding of what you've just said, in our case, the burden lies on those who are suspecting that someone is
the burden is on the person who alleges. So the prosecutor has the burden.
So if we had the UK or Nigerian system, then once we suspect that you are living a life not in tandem with your earning, then we pick you up and you have to justify why you are living the kind of life you are living.
Certainly.
See, the regimes are different in many ways. There are dedicated provisions known as the Proceeds of Crime Act in the UK. And then also if you look at the Criminal Act in the UK, they deal expressly with matters like this. In the Ghanaian situation, you first of all have to be a suspect being investigated in connection with corruption or corruption-related matters. For the matter to come into the purview of the OSP to say that, okay, well, we are investigating, like,
let's have this chat.
Yes, the former minister, for instance.
Sanitation.
Yeah, so there was a suspicion of corruption, blah blah blah. So now we will send you a question. They will send you a form to fill. In the process of filling that form, they are able to ascertain reasonably how much you are likely to be earning every month. The basis upon which they will now say that, okay, well, you have declared your legitimate income to be A, B, C, D.
We don't see it correspond with...
Exactly. How is it that you are able to afford this?
That's
you understand? But in the UK situation, it's an entirely different regime. So you are looking at, okay, as Godfred is saying, somebody sits on social media.
On TikTok counting money in this room.
Yeah, that's right. And
hard currency.
And the following day, you're asking questions.
And they have been able to piece together reports from a number of sources, including bank loans you may have taken, or things you may have done before and all that. When they bring it together, so no, this guy is unlikely to be able to afford the kind of lifestyle he's living. You understand? So when they use the poker and related pieces of legislation, they then bring you in and say, well, now prove to us why our assumption that this is a criminal, these are proceeds of crime, are wrong. You understand? So in that case, the ordinary position of the law has shifted. That you now have to prove that, look, the presumption is that you have committed a crime. Now prove to us why you should not be culpable.
Right.
That is what some Ghanaian people say. Yeah, so the Speaker of Parliament, the likes of Domelebu have talked about it. But you see, because I did my master's in this space, I have my own difficulties with it because it can be intrusive.
Okay.
It's like Godfred is saying. Someone has sat on social media and is showing off his money. Then the state presumes that the person has committed a crime. I mean, is that a legitimate way of determining whether the person has committed a crime?
But if I sit in a room the size of this studio and half the room is filled with money,
yes,
you don't think
people
the state
can make complaints?
The state should just ask you what exactly is going on there?
I don't think that I think that is problematic for me. It's problematic for me because there's the there's the immediate presumption that the person has done something wrong, and the person has to come and explain it.
Yes.
Look. The truth is that.
No, hold on. You are against that position of the law.
I have difficulties with it. It's intrusive. It can be intrusive.
But you don't appreciate the difficulty where if it's the state that is alleging, it's difficult to prove that. It's difficult to even recover.
Because in many ways, the state almost always has the upper hand. You understand? The state almost always look. I've read cases in the UK, for instance, where a person is coming into the country. The law says you shouldn't come in with, $10,000 US, 10,000 pounds, or, on flight, come into the country. Right? Corrupt police officers, maybe you have 9,999 pounds on you, because some people just want to get into the system. They will toss a pound on it. So then now it is complete, right? They say don't bring 10,000 in. You have brought 9,999. Right, then they toss a coin on it to make the figure now worth 10,000. Now they have caught you. Now you have to explain the basis for bringing that money into the system. I'm saying that yes, I understand the difficulties of trying to trace proceeds of crime and fighting it, but I believe strongly that there should be a triggering element. There should be a triggering offense. You first of all must have committed some offense, right? Maybe you tax evasion or some level of money laundering or sophos who are using their churches in some cases to bring illicit money into
if I don't call you, how will I figure it out?
No, so you see, so you grab the person first of all on that offense. And then in the course of your investigation, so that then triggers the element like the OSP case.
Okay.
But what Ghanaians are saying, what the people are
what I am also saying,
what you are also saying is that merely because you see me driving, my my small Toyota, you say, this guy, why is he not a cleaner in this office? You should come and explain. Why? When I was when my poverty was dealing with me, did you ask me?
So let me get some. Let me get some more clarity. We'll continue.
I'm not saying it's entirely wrong,
right?
But it can be really.
So the conversation is really exciting, and we want to get some more nuance onto this conversation. Director of Strategy, Research and Communications, Samir Dakon, with the OSP, he joins us with some more perspective onto this conversation. So Samir, thank you. I'm sure you've been listening to the conversation. What more would you love to add to this?
Thank you very much, Caleb, and a very good morning to your guests. There are a number of regimes in Ghana that can be used for lifestyle audit, but let me begin with the one that I'm familiar with and worked with. So at the OSP, if for instance we see you, Caleb, drive an S-Class Maybach, say X300, it will immediately trigger our suspicion, and we are empowered under our law to seize that vehicle as being tainted property, and we can seize that vehicle for up to 7 days without a court order. And if we are unable to investigate and finish on time, the law says that we should go to court and confirm the seizure for a bit more time to investigate. That would mean that we would have already assessed you. We would have seen that how much is the salary of Caleb at Citi FM. we would have checked a few other things to be sure that we do not think that your lawful income matches the vehicle that you are driving. So that is how someone becomes a suspect in the first place.
So is this for public officers or private individuals? Because if you use me, for example, maybe God has blessed me is a dealership or something.
Sorry, it's for everybody because we do not know at what point you might have engaged in corruption. So I was coming to the limitation. So if you take my office, for instance, because we only deal with corruption and corruption-related offenses, at the end of the day, when we have gone through it, we must point out that you might have gotten proceeds arising out of corruption to have bought that vehicle. But for the presumption that we think that your unlawful income does not match what you have, anybody at all can be picked, because we never know when you cross and work with, say, a public official or with a politician or with an associate of a politician. And this is why, Sandra, we explain to people that the definition of who we can investigate is vast. It talks about politicians, and it says associates of politicians. And when it comes to the associate, it mentions mother, father, child, husband, wife, close friends, and associates.
Hey. So I mean, then you have a lot of people to be investigating our crowd.
Yes, but I'm coming to it. The challenge with Ghana's regime, and I noticed Sky was talking about it. See, we call it generally across the world. It's a world standard. It's not just in Ghana. We call it non-conviction-based forfeiture. Now, when we talk about non-conviction-based forfeiture, it allows us to be able to seize proceeds of crime without necessarily having to go through a criminal trial. So that is what we do. And when we talk about non-conviction-based forfeiture, it allows for what we call the reverse burden. Now, the reverse burden simply means that all that the lawmaker needs, the prosecutor needs to do, is to be able to prove that we have cross-checked everything of yours. We have seen that you have not won a lottery. We have gone to the taxman to check. You have not paid taxes on any gift you have received. Maybe you said it's a gift. And of course, the courts in Ghana don't double in spiritualism, so you can't tell us that Juju man gave it to you, for instance. So we would have done all these basic work before we come to you. And then the onus will now shift to you to now show us the legitimate source by which you got what you are saying. That is what Ghana is lacking. But our constitution expressly allows for reverse burden under Article 1916. It's already been provided for. And that's why in Ghana, under the Money Laundering Act, I think there have been debates about whether there should be predicate offense or not. We think that it's a direct non-conviction regime under the Anti-Money Laundering Act, where if your lawful income does not match and it's proceeds of crime, the state should be able to take it from you. But the challenge, as I said, and even if you read, I think Article 2.8, I've forgotten the real chapter, is talk about unexplained wealth. So if you look at Ghana's regime, our constitution is in full support of non-conviction-based forfeiture, except that we have not developed the legal instrument to operationalize it. So, for instance, I'm aware that when they were considering the Office of the Special Prosecutor Act, we had an express reverse burden, but in the course of deliberations, it was taken out because of this fear by politicians that it may be subject to abuse. But it does not mean that Ghana's legal architecture does not recognize non-conviction-based forfeiture. We have just not been bold enough to flesh it out because a lot of people fear abuse. But everything in this world is subject to abuse. And that's why there are checks and balances. That's why you have to also go to court and do the basic work, which is that you are trying to tell people that I've done the basic work, cross the dots, and that this guy cannot still afford the lifestyle he's living. So that's the challenge we have in Ghana now.
Sami, please hold on. Godfred has a question for you.
But I want to sound like the somebody who doesn't know anything. So are you telling me that the OSP sees some of the displays that I have been recounting, and this spurt we have in cybercrime and its, alleged perpetrators displaying their wealth on social media, and the OSP acts on it?
Yes, the OSP acts on it. I didn't want to disclose this, but there was a time, I'll make a test because it's still under investigation. There was a time that a prominent young man had displayed, I think, a private jet or something. If you ask that business young man, he will tell you that he has appeared before the OSP.
Basis of what?
Say that again.
On the basis of what? That he displayed the jets, right?
It's not that there's no law that bans anybody from displaying your wealth. But if after investigation we are convinced that it may not be from, say, legitimate source, you can be questioned on it. Nobody's immune.
Thank you very much, Sam.
Nobody is immune from such powers. So the fact that the law has not caught up with you does not mean that there are no laws, or the fact that you've not been invited. Maybe the attention of the investigative bodies have not been drawn to it. But sometimes when it becomes loud and they know, they will do a few check-ins just to be sure that it's legitimate. And the last one I wanted to talk about is the GRA regime. So the GRA regime is simple. If you are displaying so much wealth, then the GRA is going to assess and see whether you have paid taxes on it. And that's a direct law. So you have displayed that you have 2 million houses. The GRA will assess, have you paid taxes on these 2 million houses? If not, then you are in breach of the law, and that the law will take its course. You have to pay those taxes, or you are going to go through a criminal trial. So they can further refer you to IOCO, for instance, if it has to do with all the other crimes that the OSP is not able to investigate.
All right, Sami, thank you. I just wanted you to throw some light on the LI to operationalize the non-conviction base for future. What work is being done to get that operationalized? Is there anything in the offing?
So currently the LI is always operationalized. There is nobody who is under investigation at the OSP that you will not be made to fill the declaration of property and income form. And this form is very intrusive. It asks you even money that you may have with your girlfriend. That's how intrusive it is. And you have 30 days within which to complete. Failure to complete the form in itself is a criminal offense that attracts a jail term of not less than 2 years and not more than 4 years. So if you remember the Madame Dapar case, she was before a criminal court on the basis of failing to declare to fill the forms. But all those things were terminated when the OSP decided that the evidence that it had did not fall within its mandate, and it sent the case to IOCO. So we do operationalize it. What I've said is that Ghana itself needs a better and a more concise law on non-conviction based forfeiture with a reverse burden attached to it. Because without the reverse burden, it's so difficult sometimes. Sometimes you can find evidence that the person's lawful income does not match the asset, but you cannot tie it to corruption. And that's where we have always said that it's difficult fighting corruption or other financial crimes, because you can see that this person's wealth is tainted, and yet you are unable to tie it to, say, corruption. Right. And what is corruption? That maybe he got it through some contract, bribery, or through procurement breaches and all that. And sometimes you're unable to see it, because some of the crimes we have come to know, money changes hands. They don't even pass it through the financial system.
Right. Sami Darko, thank you so much. That was the Director of Strategy, Research and Communications with the Office of the Special Prosecutor.
Yeah. Okay,
it's an interview that sparks a lot of questions and conversation. I'll be getting to it. Some comments to our end, so we'll get to that. But do you want a British degree at a fraction of the cost? If you're looking for a vibrant student experience in a community that builds your confidence and equips you with real-world employability skills, enjoy all these and more with scholarships available to support your academic journey at Lancaster University, Ghana. Be taught by expert faculty trained to UK standards right here in our Ghana campus. Visit lancaster.edu.gh. Email admissions@lancaster.edu.gh. 0248656274 is the number to call. Lancaster University Ghana is the only British university campus in West Africa. Francisca, did I get it right? Did I say thought or thought? I keep getting that wrong.
Caleb, don't worry about anything. You are fine. proceed.
Now, the National Information Technology Agency, NITA, is the national ICT regulator and agency under the Ministry of Communication, Digital Technology and Innovations. And it brings to you this year the National ICT Week. It's underway. It started yesterday. We actually start on Monday to Thursday. That's 25th to 28th of August this month. August is this one, yeah. It's happening at the Accra International Conference Center. Ghana as Digital Trade Hub, Innovation Policy and Partnership for the Future is the theme. It's an event that's bringing you a lineup of impactful discussions, exhibitions, and engagements that highlight Ghana's leadership in digital on the continent. Join us. We connect policymakers, industry leaders, innovators, and the public, all working together to shape the future of digital trade in Africa. And from the stables of Image Bureau, April Communications, and the National Theatre comes Willie Seonke's legendary masterpiece Death and the King's Horseman. Prepare to witness Elton Oba, the King's Horseman, torn between a sacred tradition and worldly desire. 4 explosive days, 8 unforgettable shows, Saturday 23rd, Sunday 24th, Saturday 30th, Sunday 31st of August. 2 shows at 4 p.m. and 8 p.m. each day. National Theatre is the venue. Tickets are selling for only 200 cedis standard, 300 cedis VIP. www.imagebureaugh.com is where to find it. Dial *714*46# for more. That's how you can also get a ticket alternatively. For more information, please call 055-131-131-134. Death and the King's Horseman is supported by Citi FM, Channel 1 TV, Knee Plants, Car Rentals, Ghana Tourism Authority. Sponsors are Stanbic Bank. The luckiest withdrawals and instant prizes at each show will be happening. Bill Savings and Loans, and proudly brought to you by MTN. Be present when the horseman rides. We'll take a very quick break. When we're back, there's more.
This is the City Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation.
Hey, so what goes into building quality structures? I mean, literally, what goes into it? Wujaf, you don't want to be sitting here somewhere worrying whether or not you did a really good job. It's a very simple equation. If there's no diamond cement in the mix, massa, forget it. Don't start cry. Menye, diamond cement has been providing builders, block makers, and construction companies that peace of mind for years. Diamond cement is 42.5 R grade cement. Unbeatable quality made right here in Ghana. And because we have your pocket in mind, we provide 32.5 R grade so that everybody getting on. No long talk, Jack. If there's no diamond cement in the mix, don't start. Locate Diamond Cement Ghana Limited nationwide with factories in Aflao, Tarkoradi, and Buipe, or call 0244-313-368 or 0540-111-978 or 0202-021-175. Diamond Cement, still as hard as a diamond.
If you know these sounds, you didn't just live through the 90s. You lived the experience. Back then, connection took minutes. Today, it takes a blink. You express yourself with memes. You hold video calls across continents. You say hey to an AI who responds,
"Hello, Kwame."
You order rides, dinner, and dreams all from the palm of your hand. A lot has changed, so have we. For over 3 decades, EcoBank has evolved with you, leading digital banking in Ghana and across 33 African countries, pioneering solutions built around how you live, move, and dream today. From our express points to EcoBank Pay, online banking, and the mobile app, we are where you are. Here for today, ready for tomorrow. Now, that's change, powered by EcoBank.
EcoBank, a better way to bank your way. EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank.
I warned you, listen. The river which fills up before our eyes does not sweep us away in its flood.
From the stables of April Communications, the National Theatre, and Image Bureau comes the pinnacle of African theatre.
No. My powers deserted me.
Child. It is what you brought to be.
Wole Soyinka's timeless classic, Death and the King's Horseman. live at the National Theatre, Saturday 23rd, Sunday 24th, Saturday 30th, and Sunday 31st August at 4 p.m. and 8 p.m. each day. Tickets selling now for only 200 Cedis standard and 300 Cedis VIP at www.imageburowgh.com or dial star 714 star 46 hash. Don't miss this epic tale of destiny and courage. Supported by New Plant Car Rentals, Ghana Tourism Authority, and Citi FM. Sponsors Stanbic Bank, the luckiest. Bill Savings and Loans, and proudly brought to you by
Charlie, parenting is no joke, so let's make it a little easier. The DC Back to School Discount Fair is bringing all the top suppliers of school items under one roof on the 29th, 30th, and 31st of August at the former Dansuman Melcom behind Dansuman Post Office. From 9 a.m. each day, you can get school bags, kids' shoes, books, electronics, stationery, water bottles, and everything your child needs at huge discounts of up to 50%. Yes, side attractions for kids include bouncy castles, cotton candy, popcorn, ice cream, and more. The DC Back to School Discount Fair is proudly sponsored by EcoBank and Enterprise Life with media support from Citi FM, Kantanka TV, and Springboard Studios. Call 026-222-0042 for details.
Join the conversation on the Citi Breakfast Show on Facebook at facebook.com/Citi97.3, Twitter at twitter.com/Citi973, and Instagram at instagram.com/Citi973 with the hashtag CitiCBS.
This is the Citi Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation.
Nothing I get, nothing I get, nothing I get, nothing I get. Once I forget, I bring the beat to you. Too many to say me. Sorry, I'm not fine. Today, to say me. Men, yeah, I used to be a show me. Oh, you ain't the papa, you can afford to tell me. Yes, me need you. Now so plenty they envy you. Because I'm in my blog, but me need you. You're binty, guess in the Jimmy Dew. I'm out in review. Nothing I get. Now me need you. Nothing I get. I'm out in review. Nothing I get. Now me need you. Nothing I get. I'm out in review. Nothing I get. Now me need you. Nothing I get. I'm out in review. Nothing I get. Now me need you.
Well, it's 19 after 9 OSP. Nothing me I get. But the rich men are not happy this morning. The rich men are complaining. They say that, look, you can't come to my house and say based on my car you are coming to seize or investigate ABCD. Basically, the lawmakers didn't allow, as you heard from the interview, he said that the lawmakers thought there will be an abuse of the system if they allowed for an investigative body to investigate someone based on what they think is, and based on a lifestyle audit. So we need to do the reverse something.
No, you see, so the general position of the law is that he who
reverse
alleges,
burden.
Yeah, he who alleges must prove the elements of the allegation he's making against you.
Yes.
So if I say that I'm the prosecutor, I say, Caleb,
yes,
you took money belonging to another person and you intended to keep it forever,
yes,
without any intention of giving it back to the owner and all of that. You have stolen the money. I have to go to court and prove that yes, the money belongs to somebody else on so and so date you took it with the intention to permanently deprive the person of it, and that you had no basis for doing what you did. Right? I have to prove all of that.
Right.
If I finish proving it, the court is persuaded that yes, you have a case to answer, then you'll be invited to now answer the case. Okay, yes, this is the case against you. You say that because he owes me so and so, and we had an agreement that if you came to the house and there was some money on the table, you could take it without even asking me further questions. And it was on the basis of that you came to the house and you took the money, and that you were not stealing. You were just simply giving effect to the agreement we had. In that case, the court will find that you didn't steal the money. But if you cannot prove that there was that prior agreement, blah, 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 and just took the money, then in that case, you'll be found guilty of what? Stealing. What happens in the case of reversing the burden is where the prosecutor only needs to prove the basic fact that, yes, there was this money and then it was in your possession. Now you have to now prove that the money the money in your possession, yes, is in your possession, but it is legally acquired, blah, blah, blah. In the case of the corruption thing we are talking about, with the greatest respect to Sami, you what do you call it, Caleb? You cannot be driving your Lamborghini and someone at OSP will simply say, come and answer questions as to why you got Lamborghini. There is no law, in my respectful view, in Ghana like that.
Oh, nice.
There has
Should there be? I guess that is
that's otherwise by now I'm sure they would have lined up everybody in Ghana to be asking questions.
No, they don't have to line everybody in Ghana, but there are some people that need to be lined up.
Hold on. There is always a requirement of a predicate offense, and in any event, we are dealing with corruption and corruption related, right? There must be a basis to invoke the authority of the OSP.
I don't want to even deal exclusively with the OSP, because for some of the elements that my point was premised on, it has nothing to do with it's simply people performing criminal acts.
Correct.
No, you see, you are suspecting that merely because someone is displaying $100,000 bill.
That is a reasonable suspicion.
No. It's not reasonable suspicion. The reasonable suspicion must be built on a certain persuasion that, on the basis of everything that there is to know about a particular fact, it would seem that the person has done something in excess of legal requirement. On the fact, merely because I'm driving Lamborghini.
So hold on. I think that the law enforcement
will this be a reasonable? So if I work in law enforcement, and like I said, Caleb owns a boutique.
Yes.
The boutique sells shoes. The average price of a shoe in that boutique is 350 Ghana cedis.
Yes.
Okay.
He has only that boutique. But he drives a Range Rover, drives a Lamborghini, drives an AMG, right? And only says what he's involved in is the boutique that he sits in front of.
Says that to who?
To everybody else. To the general populace, that is what he does. Hold on.
Okay.
To the person who sits aback in a certain office, would it not be a reasonable assumption to say, Caleb, I have observed for the past 3 months that you run a boutique. Only 5 people enter your boutique in a week, in a month. But you have 3 cars that are valued at maybe $250,000 put together. I want to have a chat with you. Is that not reasonable?
No.
I believe that constitutes reasonable suspicion. I have a different opinion.
I think that clears the hurdle.
Yes.
You see, then that is where intrusion comes in.
Hey, this guy won't catch anybody.
Hold on, no, that's okay. I mean, you have articulated it.
I get you.
I'm saying that the requirement of predicate offenses, in my respectful view, is the right approach to dealing with matters like that. Because you cannot, if we do that, the abuses we see elsewhere will be in play here in Ghana.
In plain English, you are saying that until someone I see, and based on his lifestyle, corroborating, based on his lifestyle, if we run a lifestyle audit,
underlining offense.
You're saying that until there is suspected crime, or there is reasonable grounds to say this person has engaged in some crime, we cannot base on the person's lifestyle, which is not corroborating what they seem to earn, and say there's reasonable grounds for investigation into their earnings. Is that what you're saying?
So put it this way: even the concept of reasonability is one that is debated in literature. What is reasonable to you may not be reasonable to Akoto, and when it comes to law enforcement, that is where abuses come in. They say, does the police officer have reasonable suspicion that you have committed a crime? I am saying that if, for instance, as it would seem to be the case in the former minister's case,
Sanitation
Minister. They said that someone had taken money unlawfully out of her house, right? And that became the subject matter of a case before the courts. Now, when the matter hits the public domain, the OSP then, after taking notice of her earnings as a minister of state and entitlements and all of that, decided that the amount we are talking about may well be in excess of requirement, and keeping that money in her house, there will be issues with that. So then their mandate was now in play to go and invite questions and then answers on the subject of whether there was corruption or corruption-related offense. You understand? So there was an underlining basis for going there.
But that's not a predicate offense.
No,
that's
it is
reasonable
not.
Suspicion.
No, hold on. In this case, I am saying that Sami made a statement that Caleb, beautiful, whatever it is, driving his Lamborghini. I'm not saying you have one. No, and then OSP says that he has the authority to invest. I'm saying that in my respectful view, reading the laws as I know them, there is no authority like that giving the OSP. Of course, if Caleb is associated with, say, a public officer, and that public officer is sort of being investigated for corruption and corruption-related offense, and it becomes apparent that public officer, connection, yes, maybe did some favor to Caleb, blah blah blah, and or maybe in the course of questioning they notice that, oh, you said that you have something that he's entitled to, blah blah, your name comes up. They are entitled to ask call you and give you that form, that fill it, and in the course of that, then they can properly deal with you. Okay. That is the bold distinction there is between what we run here and what happens elsewhere. And I honestly believe that. Look, because in this country, you Godfrey, sometimes you come and say, oh, bro, Charlie, you go and buy something with this. Otherwise, everybody will be put away. I don't think that we should.
Have an alternative view.
No, I mean, I don't entirely disagree with Sky. With his concern about abuse, I don't disagree with that. Yes. But largely, yes, I support Godfrey. Perfect. I do understand that law enforcement operates with reasonable suspicion. I don't think that an offense has to
there is an establishment of an offense.
Questions can be asked about somebody's wealth. I think that the law enforcement can, under reasonable suspicion, inquire into somebody's assets, ask them to fill the form and explain what they cannot justify. Whatever the state will do, then the state can do. Okay.
When the people were poor, did they ask them about
no one is investigating my poverty. Is this not what the state asked you? To say that they should allow the young men to do what they are doing because the rich are also,
Then I'll come back to your argument this morning about colonization and fraud. Then we say, because you colonized our ancestors and took their money, then we should also defraud you. Because then we need money. I'm using your own logic.
No. You see, these are clearly different things. In those cases, these guys, as the facts will bear me out, go out there to scam foreigners. They pretend that they are women, they are looking for love, and these people have the potential to love them, and they mislead them into making huge transfers into their bank accounts. That's clearly you are defrauding and doing all kinds. That's an offense. You understand? So in that case, the authorities have the basis to grab you and deal with you. But where maybe through the grace of God and Kaka is driving her, and then maybe somebody is envious at the OSP and says that, oh, Kaka, why are you driving your message? I think that is a threat. There's no
should the police
like
stop cars and search them based on the fact that they think there could be something wrong in there? Based on the argument.
No, but I'm coming to. That's why I'm making the point about. I'm making a case that the law enforcement will apply reasonable suspicion. It will be unfair to say that because maybe I've seen Godfrey's, 2025 or 2026 Lexus, and I'm feeling jealous, so I go and report, and so they will act on my evil intent or malicious intent. No, I believe that even if I do report and they look into it, they are going to act based on reasonable suspicion. If the facts surrounding how he acquired his wealth do not add up, then they will have a basis to go in.
So there must be grounds for reasonable suspicion.
All I'm saying is, GRA, from what I've heard this
has a lot of work to do.
GRA. They should snitch more.
Yes.
To OSP, to CID, to Cyber. Report them to everybody.
The officers will be busy. 24-hour economy will start from there.
They should deal with them.
Yes.
But we also expect that law enforcement will not,
abuse the process. Very important. Very, very important. But if you're looking for land to buy, a home, renovating, looking to go smart with your current space, or you're into construction, you're in a construction company, you're trying to scale up with the latest digital solutions for creating the ultimate in luxury design for modern living spaces, don't miss the graphic Greta home Fair and Housing Dialogue. The venue is the Accra Mall Food Court. Date is 28th to 30th of August 2025. 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. each day is the time. You get to meet top vendors in housing, construction, decor, landscaping, and digital home solutions, all under one roof, ready to guide you and answer all your questions. 0548019572 is the number to call, or 0242 022447. The Graphic Grader Estates, Graphic Grader Home Fair and Housing Dialogue is powered by MTN everywhere you go. Hello to all our beautiful people of Ghana. Flying on African World Airlines just got beautiful with Omni Basic Bank. Visit any of our branches near you to book and pay for your African World Airlines ticket. For more information, call 0307086,000 or 08001000790. Have a beautiful day. Omni Basic Bank, not just another bank. We'll take a very quick break. When we are back, we have friends from Action Chapel for an exciting conversation on Women Arise 2025.
The City Breakfast Show. Rise above the noise.
Ebusuafo ehiem enuanum edwendwen sene wo beye maame yi
mensa ka 15,000 Ghana cedis efi ayofo ho busumi bia metua 15 cedis pe mede ne nyina eboa ya maame yi no
mensuma je 10,000 Ghana cedis efi ayofo nchen medie 10 cedis na metua free me momo busumi bia
menko ade mesika na amao ayofo ne se amfa
na se ye nyina na register ayo family cover no na wo kai last a wo de sika to wo momo so
asa cheka crowd.
Chese wontua wo ayo ntoboa no. Se wentua wo ayo family cover sika no busumi bia. Policy no enye adwuma. Enti hwese wo ni wadofo bambo no beye adwuma. Hwese sika be wo momo no so abri bia na wetumi etua busumi bia entem so. Pe ayo package a ebeboa wo. Nenya bambo pa. Kai se nhwehwe kakra da ho. We ye nhwehwe free Salam Alliance Life Insurance Ghana Limited.
Ayo, because you care.
For you and your family.
Hello everyone! Prices continue to drop at Electroland Ghana Limited. CDA Picky promotion on Samsung, TCL, Media and NASCO Electronics. Get a NASCO 24-inch LED flat for $899 Ghana cedis. Starting from 2,999 Ghana cedis, you can get 6 kg NASCO washing machine plus a free gas stove. And the Media Inverter 1.5 HP R410 Unicool split comes with a free blender. And when you purchase 65, 75 and 85 TCL QD Mini LED 4K TVs, you will get a free TCL FHD Smart Android TV. Now buy a Samsung 578, 582 and 636 liter side-by-side refrigerators and walk away with free microwave grill. Go to our showrooms and dealer stores across Ghana now. Call 050-315-9739 or www.electrolandgh.com for inquiries.
Hot jobs. Tired of HR headaches? Simplify your business with Hot Jobs Africa. As your one-stop HR shop, we handle recruitment, labor outsourcing, expatriate management, consultancy services, and corporate trainings. Plus, we offer staff basing and 100% staff support to boost productivity. Don't let HR hassles hold you back. Contact Hot Jobs Africa today. Call us on 030-3980-362. WhatsApp us on 020-433-6004 or email info@hotjobsafrica.org. Visit our website www.hotjobsafrica.org. Hot Jobs Africa. Think HR, think Hot Jobs. Hot Jobs.
Join the conversation on the City Breakfast Show on Facebook at facebook.com/City97.3, Twitter at twitter.com/City973, and Instagram at instagram.com/City973 with the hashtag CityCBS.
Today's a new day, but there is no sunshine.
Unleashing the power of relevant radio. This is City 97.3.
Today's a new day, but where are my blue skies? Where is the love and the joy that you promised me? Tell me it's alright.
I'll be honest
honest with you.
I almost gave up, but a power that I can't explain fell from heaven like a shower now.
When I think how much better I'm gonna be when this is over.
I smile, even though I hurt, see I smile.
36 after 9, and we have joining us in the studio National President of Women of Action. Women of Action, they are in the studio to talk about Women Arise 2025. My guest this morning is Bishop Mrs. Patricia Sapo, and we want to know all about Women Arise, who it's for, what it's about, when it is, where it will be, and who can be a part of it.
But there is no sunshine.
Thank you for joining us in the studio this morning, Bishop Mrs. Patricia Sapo. You're welcome.
Thank you so much.
So you are the National President of Women of Action.
By God's grace.
Wonderful. What does it mean? What's the scale of your work? Give us an idea of what it means to be the National President of Women of Action.
Well, I mean, it's just a responsibility bestowed on me by our Father, His Eminence, the Archbishop. You know, just to mobilize the women. Empower them socially, financially, psychologically, and spiritually.
Wow.
You know, yes.
Wow.
For God's kingdom.
Amazing. So you are in charge of all the women in action nationwide, global?
Nationwide.
Okay.
Nationwide.
Okay.
Yes.
I mean, when you came in, there was this nice young man sitting at the studio next. His name is Sami Hakom.
Okay.
Yes, he said I should ask you, as you are in charge of the Women of Action, you know, are there, you know, some of the daughters of the Lord available for the Lord's work?
We have a lot of women who have been groomed. You know, they have been groomed, spirit-filled, virtuous women.
Wonderful.
Who I believe that by the leadings of the Lord, they will be available to the right man.
Fantastic. When we finish, I will take his number and share with you so that you can help the young man. But let's talk about Women Arise 2025, right? What is it all about?
Well,
Bishop,
so Women Arise 2025 is actually an annual convention, and we've been having it for the past 8 years. You know, hosted by Action Chapel under the auspices of our Father, His Eminence, the Archbishop Nicholas Duncan Williams and Lady Rosa. You know, just to bring women together, empower them to harness, you know, their God-given gifts and abilities. You know, so it's a national, international program, and it's an annual one.
Wonderful.
Just for women.
Okay.
You know, to bring out their abilities.
Right.
Yes.
So you're bringing women from across the globe together to unleash their abilities, their God-given talent, empower them and unleash them to go do great stuff. That's amazing. So what's the theme for this year's Women Arise 2025? What's the focus for this year?
Okay, the theme is a very interesting one. A lot of people have been asking me what's the theme. The theme is the woman of resilience.
Oh, the woman of resilience.
The woman of resilience.
That's nice. That's nice. And why are we focusing on this theme, the woman of resilience?
Well, it is important for all of us to know our role in this world and the purpose for which God brought us into this world. And Jesus said in his word in John 16:33 that in this world there are so many tribulations, but fear not, I have overcome the world. Which goes to say that there are challenges in this world, and we need to have what it takes to master those abilities, even though Jesus has gone ahead and fought for us. But Jesus said, fear not, I have overcome the world. So the woman of resilience, the theme is just to make women aware of the abilities they have, and the fact that Christ has won the battle already. But they have a role to play, you know, in overcoming the challenges of life, socially, psychologically, emotionally, and to pursue that God-given ability that he has given to them. You know, the devil is seeking to kill, to steal, and to destroy, you know, but Christ came that we might have life and have it more abundantly. And so there is the devil has a plan to steal whatever God has given to us, to kill it and to destroy it. So the theme is to create that kind of awareness, is to empower the women to stand up and overcome all these challenges and pursue their God-given abilities.
Fantastic. So who are some of the speakers who will be addressing us at Women Arise 2025 this year?
So we have a whole lot of women, seasoned women, spiritually and also socially, to be a blessing to the women. Myself, I will be there. Wonderful. Certainly.
Bishop Mrs. Patricia Sapo. Amazing.
And then also we have Bishop Derek Nunupeku, you know, who is also a senior bishop with Action Chapel. And he has an authority in deliverance all over the world. You know, we've seen yokes broken under his ministry. It's just been awesome and powerful. And then also we have Bishop Olivia Doche, who is also a regional bishop, and also the vice chair of the College of Bishops.
Wonderful.
You know, who would also be ministering very powerfully. She has a very unique gift, and I believe that the women will be blessed. And then we have also Bishop Irene Akwa-Hayford, I mean, who is also a powerful woman of God, I mean, a teacher, an apostle, you know, doing great work across the globe. She's flying, in fact, she's even arrived from the UK, and also to be a blessing. And then also we have other women, the former deputy governor of the Central Bank of Ghana, Mrs. Elsie Ado-Awaji, yes, I mean, full of wisdom and the Spirit of God, I mean, to join us in the panel discussion on Saturday. And then also Miss Sheila Azutaban, also the current Deputy Managing Director of Consolidated Bank.
Amazing.
She would also join us on Saturday for a panel discussion.
So it starts today?
It certainly starts today.
Okay, what time?
5:30.
5:30 prompt, and we are taking off Women Arise. What's the venue specifically so we don't miss it?
Oh, okay. I mean, the venue is Action Chapel International Prayer Cathedral on the Spinks Road.
Fantastic.
Yes.
Well, can we join virtually? Is there an opportunity for listeners who may not be in the jurisdiction to join in?
Yes. I mean, we'll be on Facebook, we'll be on YouTube, we'll be on, I mean, all the social media handles.
Great. So is this only for women, or maybe the supportive men who have some time can be a part of this, you know?
In fact, it's open to everybody.
Okay.
And so we expect the men also to join.
Nice.
Because, I mean, the knowledge will help them also to support their wives even better.
Absolutely. That's a very good one. Women Arise 2025 starting today 5:30 p.m. on the dot, goes all the way to Saturday, correct?
Yes.
And then it's happening at the Prayer Cathedral Action Chapel International, Spinks Road. It will be live on our socials. This is Facebook and YouTube, so do not miss it. Women Arise 2025. Bishop Mrs. Patricia Sapo is the national president of the Women of Action. Finally, before you take leave of us, why shouldn't we miss this at all? And if you have any word for women and female listeners, please share with us.
Well, I just want to encourage everyone, and especially the women all over, to make their way to the Women Arise 2025. We've had tremendous and amazing testimonies over the years of women who have participated. I mean, the testimonies are overwhelming. And therefore, I will always say that Hannah always went to Shiloh with the husband, Elkanah. But there was a time that she had an encounter. And therefore, this Women Arise 2025 is going to be a time of an encounter. You know, and the Lord God will open mighty doors, unearth the abilities of the women, the keys we need to have to overcome some of the societal challenges, marital challenges, and also even in the corporate space. And then also we are going to even equip the women with skills, you know, have skills training on various traits that they can embark upon and also monetize. We are also going to have health screening, just to make sure that we are maintaining good health. So for all these reasons and the word of God that will come and the prayer, I mean, no one should miss it.
It's a full package.
It's a full package. And beyond this, the closing ceremony is going to be climaxed by the presence of His Eminence the Archbishop Nicholas Duncan Williams, who will be coming to make a powerful declaration.
Wonderful.
Over the women and as many as will listen.
Amazing. We cannot afford to miss this one. Women Arise 2025. Thank you so much, Bishop Mrs. Patricia Sapo, National President, Women of Action. It's been truly a pleasure talking to you. Thanks for passing through.
Thank you so much, and God bless you, and hope to see you there as well.
Thank you.
Holy Ghost power, y'all.
Fell from heaven like a shower down.
Now I know we've been hurt, y'all, but still I smile. Come on.
Even though I hurt, see, I smile.
Y'all feel that?
I know God is working, so I smile.
This is the City Breakfast Show. The city's biggest conversation. The City Breakfast Show. Rise above the noise.
Join the conversation on the City Breakfast Show on Facebook at facebook.com/City97.3, Twitter at twitter.com/City973, and Instagram at instagram.com/City973 with the hashtag CityCBS.
Unleashing the power of relevant radio. This is City 97.3.
It's 51 after 9. 9 minutes to the top of the hour. Francisca Kakrafo saying is jamming to the tune. You do love this one, don't you?
Oh, I do love it. I'm not jamming. I'm just, enjoying it calmly.
Okay.
And, your description is very, Caleb.
Wait, the jamming, what does it mean in the minds of a lawyer?
No, I'm not jamming.
Okay, so what is okay? Oh, Lord. Okay, you are soaking it in.
Thank you.
You are enjoying it.
Yes.
You are nodding your head, tapping your feet.
But I'm not jamming.
You are not jamming.
Thank you.
I take that back. Yes. Man, some messages here, dear City. What amazes me with about these fraud boys is when they say we are taking back what they stole from us. And yet they use the money they get to buy Rolls Royce for themselves. Who does that? How does that benefit all of us? If you even built a school with the money, then we can all use it. Anyway, that's on the light side. Fraud and cybercrime is criminal and must be condemned with all our might. Africa must move on. We have sanitation issues to worry about. You didn't add your name, but I completely agree with you. Francesca, you want to help with some more?
Yes, and this is Thy Will from London. He says, good morning, sir. In London, police can stop and question you if, for instance, you're driving a car they think is more expensive than your standard. Good morning, City Breakfast team. Please talk about the delivery services. Authorities are arresting with unjustified reasons. No education to us, the riders.
Oh, okay.
No, I think there's a reason. They've told them to get licensed.
I think aside having your license for the bike, you require
a license,
courier service license as well.
So
things like
they've been on a campaign for a while. So maybe they need to
do some public
engagement, some more
for them to understand why they are being
understand what
arrested.
is going on.
Yeah, very important.
Why wanna come destroy my life? My commandant wife. Why wanna come destroy my life? Every day is fighting the forcing. Every day is forcing the fighting. Every day is fighting the forcing. Every day is forcing.
So this one is Otolege.
Yes.
Okay. So he said because he don't love him, he they treat him like he be Otolege. Okay.
My commandant wife. Why wanna come destroy my life?
I think Frema explained the rap some time ago. You see, he said, "Oh my God, no wife." I didn't used to hear anything. I think they say he's saying
my commandant wife, right?
It's not modern wife.
For me, that's what I hear. I'm not the expert. I'm not the expert.
You're commanding wife.
Why you want to this? Why do you want to destroy my life?
Commanding wife.
That's what I hear.
Oh, I see. If you have a commanding wife, all the best to you, man. You'll be fine. So this is Otolo again, but earlier, there was one that Abeku played that I loved.
That we can soak.
I discovered that you also love it too. It's the Ojuno.
Yes.
From the commanding wife. Let's end the day on a very drop it. It's very important.
Batman, all for it, all for it. Yes, them yes, them yes, them
Thank you for doing the listening. My name is Caleb Kuda, Francisca Kakrafosin, Godfred Akotobuafo, Richard Delasky. We did the show together. Thanks to Fred Teteja, Bonoshiba, Araba Beni, and Samuel Akom. They were our producers for today. Enoch Bosumtre and Edwin Kwao Kofi provided digital engagements for us this morning. Thank you. Godfred Abeku Odum, the richest man. Thank you for technical support. Ajubi Rafi Akenting. Ajubi Rafi Akenting. She's here with the news at 10. When she is done, Antina will be upon the airwaves to spreading some love. In the meantime, Ajubi, good morning.
Good morning, Caleb. Coming up, transport operators cancel planned demonstration as work resumes on Pokwase in Sawem Road.